master of disguise. Zartan changes color right before your eyes. Zartan. Introducing Zartan. Zartan changes color in sunlight.
There's Zartan! He's escaping in the chameleon! Let's go get him! Yo, Joe!
But Zartan has a disguise.
Where's Zartan?
I don't know any Zartan.
Zartan changes color in sunlight, and Zartan comes with the chameleon. Other figures and equipment each sold separately from Hasbro.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Well, I haven't been getting my fix of Remo lately, and I said, hey, man, I got to get this guy on a podcast. What's going on here? So we got Yee to send out the link.
Yeah, I was like, this is the message
brother.
I sent to Remo. I was like, you ready to jump on? And I just sent him the link.
I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, hold on.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night on Beyond Wednesdays. Been a crazy couple weeks. Been a very interesting week for sure, and it's gonna continue to get interesting as the party rolls on. You guys know how we do it. We talk about all the subjects that has to do with comic books and more, and we have a laugh when we do it. So thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, man, this whole Ed Piscor thing is really taken hold. A lot of people talking about this stuff, and it's kind of hard not to continue talking about it. I haven't talked to any of you guys about it yet. I would love, to get your take, you guys' take on what's going on with this whole thing. Not to get too crazy into it, but love to hear what you guys think about this. Anybody want to go first?
I personally, whatever. I'm always, I have an 11-year-old daughter, right? But I also look at it as I want people to get their due process. Like I would have much rather seen him be guilty and go to jail and get fucked up in jail and live 1,000 deaths. You know what I mean? Type of thing. I mean,
if
in
he's
some
guilty,
cases,
yeah.
Yeah, if he's guilty, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. If he's guilty, that's what it is. But for somebody to be bullied or pressed into making a decision that was probably a rash decision, but probably, like someone who was out of desperation, like that was what they did, I can only imagine how, I can't imagine how it would feel for everybody to just shut you out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even if it's a small group of people and that's all you have and they turn their back on you, then then you see these types of things. But I also feel like everybody who pushed him to that deserves to have retribution against them as well. Like I feel like they drove that man to do what he did, and I don't feel like I always tell you, Brian, I always say, and you see me in the chat, no one owes anybody an explanation. I don't have to tell you shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel how you want. If you want to talk to me and I don't feel like I need to give you an answer, that's my right. And you can make your own decision from that. But when people want to explain themselves and then people don't take, it could be a heartfelt explanation. And if you don't accept it, now I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I had was my honesty. And if you don't take it, then I'm still at square one. So that's why I always say you don't owe anybody an explanation. If you feel like you need to explain yourself, then you got to suffer the consequences, like good, bad, or indifferent. And you can't control how someone's going to feel.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I would have rather seen it play out and see what happened. There's 3 sides to every story. I wanted to hear her side and I wanted to hear the truth. You know what I mean? So that's what that's my stance on it.
Amen. I I agree with a lot of that, man. I feel like there's going to be a lot more coming out about this, and hopefully it causes a change. I know, Leg, you kind of asked before the show, if we were going to hit on it. I haven't really talked to you about it either. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that you did. I think that was the focus of it. I didn't get to watch. I think that was the focus of yesterday. It's definitely titled that, and I turned a tiny bit on before the show to make sure that was the top. But yeah, it's hard. And then same thing. I mean, there's not a crime. There's just inappropriateness. And it doesn't even seem like extravagant inappropriateness. There's not actions that, and to be honest, he said as much in that letter. And also I don't think any of us do like things taking things out of context. You know what I mean? Like, even you ever go to show, like sometimes I'll go to screenshot my phone, and it's for no bad reason, an explanation, or to, a Raiders make a trade or something like that, but I've got 2 dumb comments in the middle and I can't screen. I even feel bad that like I'm taking away, like when I'm just deleting where I say okay or something. It's like it fits on screen. I'm like, is this like disingenuous? When I'm not actually betraying anybody on any type of point on anything like that. I never would. So it's really hard to pick and choose things like that. I mean, his explanations were simple. I'm not gonna say it's okay, but like for them to go on and start talking about 14-year-olds, or the other one saying he preys on girls, the one that he said that he slept with, that she's 2 years older than him.
Yeah,
it's like it's not, he's like, she was probably 40 or more. And so I don't know. It's not for me to judge. I didn't see anything that was nothing that looked good, but nothing looked like to drag this guy so bad that he offed himself, and to get there, there's other stuff going on. I have no idea what, but just mentally, I saw people allude to different things, and it's hard because my opinions, they change throughout the day. So whatever reason, whatever the algorithm is, this literally has become my, what's the for you or whatever algorithm I have on Twitter, probably because of comics and so many people that I follow, or like even maybe not follow, but are on my comics list and things like that. I read Twitter more than I interact on Twitter by a pretty good amount. You won't see a lot of tweets from me. You're more likely to see retweets of something a friend is doing well or something like that. So, and when I go down, so like I'm literally, so I wake up, so I've got his brother in my algorithm, his sister in my algorithm, it's showing like it, and I've got the negativity in there too, and it's really hard. And I think I don't like, some people seem like they're claiming wins because they already didn't like cancel culture, and it's like, this is different. Like you don't get to he didn't get along with any of the Comics Gate guys. He didn't they shit on him as much as anybody else, if not more. And so just because they're not in a suicide note doesn't exonerate you.
Yeah, but at the same
just
time,
just because you hate things like that, you're not exonerated by anything like that. So I think it's tough. I think it's a tough example. He's a guy I was a fan of. Not mega fan, but I just enjoy his work from Hip Hop Family Tree. Comics Kayfabe is honestly the most that I watched him on.
Yeah, best content, comic book content on YouTube.
Yeah, just likes hip hop and punk rock. That's pretty much the only two things.
They're fans of comics. So, they were excited about.
Yeah, he
comics.
loves comics. It's all he had was comics. He got taken. The only thing above him, I feel like this in this topic, he would have weathered the storm. But like the news knocking on his fucking parents' door over that, and then they put his dad on the fucking news and make him defend him over that. His dad's got nothing to do with that, man. He didn't get. Do they do that with like regular criminals? Like, I mean, actual people caught for horrible crimes. You go interview their parents. And this guy, nobody's given any. There's no instance of crime anywhere. Like it's stupid inappropriateness, but not actual like crime. It's not like there's any molestation or anything like that. I don't know.
Dude, that one guy molested the whole women's gymnastics team, and they still waited before they actually, you know what I mean? Like they didn't even take him in, and then they waited, and they were like, okay, I think we need to put him on trial because some other people said something too. Like he was, physically on these girls, like, doing stuff to them for years. And when they finally said something, they still didn't believe it right away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you can't pick and choose the situations and make it important for your own agenda. Like, you know what I mean? And then when something like this happens, there's no recourse for what you did. Like, and then you want people like Leg said, there's some people that are standing on it. Like, bro, this dude killed himself. Like, regardless of whatever, man, you guys don't even know what the truth was. Like,
right.
That's the worst part about it, because I want to see what happened. Like, I wanted to see the dude fucking. I don't even really, like I said, I don't follow him like that. Like, I'm familiar with some of his work, obviously, but like, I'm not trying to defend the guy. What I'm saying is, I want to see justice served. I want to see the dude go to jail and get his ass kicked weekly. You know what I'm saying? Get his fucking food thrown on the floor. You know what I mean? And then, eventually somebody fucking kills him. You know what I mean? And that's what's supposed to happen. But other than that, bro, for him to take his own like that, you know what I mean? That's I want to like. I don't know, man.
That's the biggest thing I wish people would know, would understand, is that, like, and I get it. It's hard to think of that in that situation, in that moment, when we've all been at our lowest. And I know this. I've talked to everybody here about shit like this. When we've all been at our lowest, it's hard to ask for help. One, it's hard to get out of that funk. Two, but you have to know those two things, is that it'll get better, and reach out to people, talk to people, talk to other people about it. That's the important thing. And when people think that there's no option at that point, that's a shitty situation.
Who are we to judge anybody at this point? You know what I mean? Like, who gives us the right to point fingers, regardless of the situation? You know what I mean? Like, Jackie, come on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to be like the person responsible for something like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't need that on my conscience. I don't need that on my soul. Like, it's not that deep to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's some comic book shit.
We'll
ultimately,
see.
But if you guys really are trying to like smear certain people, and this is the lengths that you'll go to harpoon them, like, bro, is it that deep?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Swaggle said about it being complicated, it's harder to talk to, because no one's gonna whatever they're gonna say is inappropriateness. None of us can justify that.
No,
the same way we're not trying to justify. We definitely can't justify like attackers, and you can't necessarily put up but at the same time, they think what they think, and on this horrible situation, and they're going to pile on. And this is one of the topics where it's very easy to pile on.
Shout out to Lord Tapman.
Like, so it's really difficult to articulate. There's so many feelings, and I'm telling you, man, people I would never see tweets from, that are just going through. And I'm talking to people that only have like a few replies and 1,000 followers that are definitely people in the comics community. And it's like, I don't know, it's just hard. And I think it's greatly saddened me. I read the letter, was it Monday morning before anything was confirmed? I read it pretty early. Like, I read it, somebody linked it, I read it in bed, probably 6, 7 in the morning on Monday, West Coast. And then, find out hours later, however that it is. And it's just sat. It just sat with the whole thing's just sat with me wrong. Considering all the different angles, the angles of attack, the angles of what, the way people are looking at what he did,
the way he went after
and
people,
then the way he went,
time.
He was gone. Like, that letter, fucking dude, that thing fucking hit. And that was like, dude. And then there's that weird thing. It's like, please, like, dude, if he's, I don't think anybody would look at themselves so ridiculously to make an April Fool's like that, considering what he was going through and what he was losing at the time. You can't. He was not trying to double down, man. That guy was hurting,
bro.
You know? But it's still April. It's April 1st. You know, you don't believe anything on the internet in the morning on April 1st, and you don't want to believe it. I'd rather him just be a fucking asshole and have us all shook up, you know, and have his family shook up, you know, because then he'd still be here and he'd just be a dick.
But I just wish he would have stood up for himself also at the same time, you know, like fuck off, you know.
But that letter was instructions on how to do what he needed to be done. But my thing is, who's going to ride for him?
Yeah.
Who? You needed a rider in that situation. You needed somebody like, bro, I'm doing this, and you know what to do. Mm-hmm. And you know how to take them down. Like, this is the instructions. 1, 2, 3. These are the people. Bam, bam, bam. Like, boom. But who's going to do that?
I think that's why he put it out publicly, because he's like, here you go.
Yeah, but most people are going to look at it like that's not my business.
Well, it's probably going to be like his family.
That's why I'm saying you need a rider.
Yeah, it's probably going to be his family that gets involved into this.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
and then I mean, at the same time too, like, it was really sad when you saw that letter, and then people are guessing that it was a suicide note, and then it was later confirmed, like, because there's definitely some like really heavy stuff in that.
Yeah, he's telling you, like, these are the people that fucking did. I did this because of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is who you need to go and talk to. These are the people that are doing X, Y, Z. It's them, and they drove me to this. I can't fight them by myself. I'm letting you know, but this is who did it. This is what you should do, because I'm dead now. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that shit was like a fucking instruction manual.
Well, I mean, but you also have to like kind of like put your view it in his position too. Like, he's losing all his friends at the same time. So it's like,
not that deep, man.
But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like he lost his podcast. That
bro, his parents were still alive, bro. His parents were still alive. I would have been like, fuck all you guys. I got my parents. You know what I'm saying? People outside of this bullshit industry that fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably could care less about any of these people. Like,
he's also
drinks,
he's
like, you know what I mean?
Really abstract guy. You can tell. You can see from his art.
Yeah, he was
in Red Room and stuff like that, and the influences he had from the 60s and 70s, things like that.
Young,
so he's just a different kind of dude.
He's an old soul, man.
This is not just a typical Superman writer.
Yeah, no, man.
You know, so he's got this dude. He's got random ideas and things like that. Random different.
He's a comic.
Like
you know what
his
Ed Piskor was?
Weren't like everybody else. He's a unique guy, and
he was a comic book fan, dude. He was a comic book nerd. That's what he was.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially with X-Men Grand Design, like, how do you basically tell like the story of like 400 issues in like 5 books?
Like his brother said, he was a historian, a comics historian. Yeah. We lost a comics historian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was, and that's comics kayfabe was. I don't know. It's just it sucks on so.
Do you guys think that Jim's going to continue it?
He put out some shit today. He posted a video today.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Holy shit!
And it's both of them. There was no videos, nothing at the video saying like, hey, R.I.P. Ed, nothing. I was just like, wow.
Was Ed on it? Was it pre-recorded?
Yeah, it was both of them.
And they're just dropping them like that?
Well, that's what Ed
10
told
hours
him to
ago,
do.
and I kind of skimmed through it. I watched some of it, and I was just like,
okay.
Oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
dropping shit.
Yeah, cyber grinding. Shit. Yeah, he passed away. He took his life on Monday. They found him Monday, I believe, right?
Bro, figure drawing, I'm not even saying that, bro. I believe me, I know what depression is. You know what I'm saying? But what I say is still, like, that's when you have to lean on, if you have family. I mean, I understand it can get dark. Like, you know what I mean? But I won't never say never, but I'll never do that. Like, I'll never get that deep. Like, believe me. Like,
I don't think none of us always know what our deepest would be. I've been through things in the last few years that made me feel ways that I didn't think I was gonna feel and talking to people, especially about this situation. So I'd still like to say, I'd still not like to say never, but I'll tell you what, like I've been, I spent, you might not always know when your darkest time was or is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that type of thing is like Bryan keeps saying, he could have came back from that. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, and what I mean by it's not that deep is it's something you can explain yourself. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this girl is tripping. I mean, I might take some arrows for her, but she's full of shit.
Yeah.
Stand on that square. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't do nothing wrong, then you ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't let them cancel you. Don't let them.
I mean, it's not, at that point, I don't care about the canceling. I'm worried about clearing my name because I know who I am as a person. If I didn't touch this girl, then the only reason that would be is like I have so many skeletons. Like, I did this, and if you come to my house, you're gonna find more. So boom, you know what I mean. So other than that, man, no.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I do want to say this. Richie, I don't know if you have anything to say about it. I don't know if you knew much of Ed Piscor. Yeah.
No, I know all about it. I just don't want to get involved.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I mean, I have my opinions, and it seems like a lot of I'll just say this: a lot of this was a lot of reading between the lines, and then it just kind of amplified from there. I'm not a woman, so living in today's day and age or any day and age, so I don't know, how they perceive it. So I can't say they were wrong or right of doing whatever they did or whatever they said. I just think it's a really, really sad situation. And I mean, I know this sounds kind of cold, but I just really wish Ed, like Bryan was saying, could have talked to somebody. He overdid it, and it really didn't help at all. Didn't help things at all, and it's really sad.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll say this. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm putting you guys on the spot, but I didn't want to not give you guys a chance to talk about it. We are going to we have a special tomorrow night about cancel culture in the comic books industry that we're going to be doing. So make sure you guys keep an eye on that. And it's going to be a very interesting show. So, check it out. All right. Some interesting news came out today that we're going to talk about. I do have a little bit of a market report. There wasn't much big crazy, you guys know me. I like to show things in the market report that are like different and something we don't see all the time, interesting stuff. And there wasn't very many crazy things that sold over the last week.
I think I got something to show you that I think you'll like for the market report.
Perfect. So there was, of course, New Comic Book Day. I know you said you hit the shop. Richie, did anybody else get a chance to hit the shop?
I usually pick my stuff up on Saturday.
See, I don't have a box anymore, like a weekly pool box. So, and I had the day off, so I was like, oh, I get to Wednesday Warrior. So,
yeah.
It's like I haven't done this in ages. It felt good. So,
honestly, I had a little bit of fun with Sean. It reminded me of our Modern Playbook days. Looking for that.
Yeah, we went
X12 book for cover price.
Yeah, we went.
Well, I met up.
We went hunting after eBay was already cleared. Or at least I started after eBay was done.
Yeah, I hadn't started yet, but I was literally on. I don't have to say the name, but a huge retailer in Colorado's website. And I was literally typing, and Sean put in the post in the Beyond Wednesdays or Wednesday show chat about the Silver Surfer news, and I go, I was literally put that in there, and I go, hey, I think Mile High has one. Here's the code. He's like, and he was already on Mile High, and he like showed the picture of it. He's like, look, I'm already on there. So I ended up going to a couple other shops, like Sean was talking about, a couple shops I've never ordered before, but I had bookmarks for. I think a simple Google search would have sufficed, but I just opened up the old bookmarks I haven't opened in a while because of cards, and I found a couple for cover price, and then I also got those those other ones in Colorado. That Colorado retailer. So
I really hope. I mean, we talked about this when there was rumors like probably like 3-4 months ago. And I really hope that it's not the freaking female Silver Surfer. I hope it's Frankie Raynova. And like we talked about, she's working as a herald because this Norrin Rad is actually, out. He quit being the Herald of Galactus, and now he's, that way he can come back in the picture, and that would be perfect. It just, I hope that they don't fuck this up, man. Like, don't fuck up the Silver Surfer. Like, even Fantastic Four 2 didn't fuck up the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
So there's a version though.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You think it's multiverse shit?
If it's saying a version, I mean, they're telling the public that it's a version, so they're telling you it's not the
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
I think they were smart enough to put that in there.
yeah, they're saying basically MCU original character. So it's probably Shala Ball, and then like some kind of mashup. Like you know how they make their own characters. They use the source material, and then the writers put in their own shit, and there's their MCU character.
And it's all allegedly.
No, I mean,
until there's
can
a
we get
preview,
some
right?
toast? Said she will play Shala Ball.
Yeah, I like. Can we get some toast? I follow these scoopers pretty religiously. I don't really talk about it a lot, but I like. Can we get this toast? Can we get some toast? My time to shine. Hello, I've been following them since they got on Twitter, and at the beginning they were so good, but though she's putting out so many tweets that I'm just starting to go, whoa, okay, some of this stuff cannot be real.
I feel like maybe she did lose a connector too.
Yeah, so
possibly.
But yeah, I was talking to Sean in the same chat, and I was like, I wasn't thinking about her. Well, I was thinking about her becoming Silver Surfer, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about Silver Age or Bronze Age, and I was like, okay, it sucks her first appearance is in Silver Surfer 168 series.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, Sean, maybe we'll spec on her first cover. And of course, her first cover is the Mephisto cover, is issue 3. So it's just like, oh, great. And he's like, well, hey, this is what's happening on eBay. And I was like, oh, yeah, perfect. And then I'm like, I'm on, so-and-so. And he's like, so am I. And I'm like, I wonder if they have a newsstand. I really want a newsstand of that book. I ended up getting 4 copies. I got 2 copies for 80 cents off cover price or what. I don't know if it's cover price, but it was $4 and it was 80 cents off. So $3.20. And the other 2, we got 50% off. And what were they, like $23 for near mint or whatever?
So I ordered one of every.
Oh, nice.
So I spent like $28, including getting a good and a very good.
Yeah.
We'll see what they come as, dude. They're a couple bucks.
Hey, we're pressers, bro. I'm the same way as you, bro. As long as there's no broken color, I'm good to go.
These are good books to practice on.
I've ignored this series. So I honestly,
dude, I was so mad.
Covers. I never read this.
Yeah. You never read this?
I also I never read this. I got one from something called. I got it for $275 with $8.99 shipping.
Nice.
From Simple Tragic Collectibles. If you're out there, thank you. If you ship this, I assume your website is still in business. What else? And I've never been on eBid. But I am now.
So you were serious about eBid? I thought you were kind of kidding.
No, Earth 12. No, I'm looking at it right now. Earth 12. Yeah, so eBid is a site. So eBid, I got
nice.
Earth X Alex. Buy it now, price $3. Domestic shipping in the United States. USPS first class $250. So
all right, so we'll let you know tomorrow.
Is Bud World from Virginia got $5.50 out of me? Okay,
nice.
And that's the extent. And it's not eBid is not super high tech looking of a website there. And anyway, I spent other than and I'm hoping that sometimes people buy so fast on Mile High because the Mile High, even when you said Mile High, I literally had just opened Mile High because I saw that because Mile High has comics on Hip Comic.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know what's cheaper, but I was like, oh, it'd probably be easier if I just look at their website. And it's literally when you text Mile High has it. And then it's funny.
It's funny you say that. I was actually just thinking of the other day. So like when my comic shop lists stuff on secondary market, so eBay basically, they always mark up like 20-25%, right? Or whatever, 15-20% for the eBay fees and whatever else. And then but Mile High, when I go to their site and then I go to eBay, most of the time I see Mile High, or not most of the time, but a lot of times I see it the opposite. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, did you end up, so how many did you end up getting? 3? 4?
I don't know. So I got those 2 if they come, I don't know, 4 or 5 from Mile High. However many grades they have at Mile High is however many I got. Is there 4 or 5 grades
for $30?
Fair, good, very good. They have
whatever they have. So I either got 4 or 5.
Very fine, like and near mint.
Look at all the runs that have sold,
bro. I'm with you. It just, I don't even give a shit. First off, I don't think this is bad spec because it's the best spec book out of the 3. Because people are not buying, Mephisto and Silver Surfer 1. Like, okay, nobody. That's not gonna move the price. She's not gonna move the price on those books. Those
Dynamic
books
Forces signed version.
Yeah, so Dynamic Forces, the DF, it's so Alex Ross signed, I guess, 4 times signed. Right,
there is a newsstand of this?
Yeah, there's a newsie.
Oh, wow.
Rich found it. I'm hoping one of mine comes as a newsstand.
Nice.
That'd be incredible.
This was I remember when this came out, I was so stoked for this when it came out because, you guys know I talk about it all the time. Kingdom Come was my favorite book, man, when it came out. And it's been that way since it came out. And they did this as like a Marvel version of Kingdom Come and type deal. And they got Alex Ross and Jim Kruger wrote it, I think, right? And it was very hard to follow, to be honest. Especially when did it come out? When did that shit come out?
Man, I wish I was still at a shop.
2000.
1999 when the series started.
Yeah,
but 2000 the book was released. Yeah.
Man, I wish I was still at a shop when y'all were talking about it because I was already basically home whenever y'all started chatting about it.
Oh, but you had some pretty good pickups. That Usagi book was sick. I like that one.
Nice. Yeah, thank you. I think it's the 1 in 10.
That's cool. And it's funny when I was looking for those books, I passed so many books that I've been looking for. And I was like, holy crap. I went to Golden Apple and I was like, oh man, I need that. And next I ended up having to go into 54 pages and then they had every one except 12. But, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of this Dan Panosian 1 in 25, and you guys know I'm on Dan Panosian kick. What do you guys think of that?
I love Panosian.
Yeah.
I saw it on the shelf and I passed on it.
It's kind of weird though. He's kind of drawn weird. I like the background though.
Yeah, the background's great.
Yeah.
There's the cardstock. That's beautiful. Yasmin Putri, right? Man.
You collect Batman, new Batman?
No, dude. No, I don't collect anything new right now. I read new shit, but I don't collect any of this.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a variant, bro, for ages. I haven't bought a book in ages.
I read Deadpool.
I just got
today.
How was it?
50.
It's Ziegler, Corey Ziegler, Brian Ferret author.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
It's Deadpool. It's Deadpool. He's with his ex's symbiote Wolf, or whatever, and
this is just sick.
It's filling out contracts. There's a new character though.
Is that the second print? I picked that up today.
Look how good that fucking cover is, man.
Yeah, I heard the Beneath the Trees booth went off at WonderCon. I heard everybody trying to get in on that. So.
What did you see it, Sean? Did you stop by the Beneath the Trees? Yeah, booth.
No.
IDW.
Oh, did I see the IDW stuff? Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't see much of that stuff there.
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that much of that stuff there. They had this Turtles, these con exclusives.
Nice.
I'm kind of pissed at WonderCon actually.
Why?
just that not WonderCon. Like it's just getting shittier. Like they didn't even have they didn't have a sponsor outside. Like it just says WonderCon. There's nobody. Like every year there'll be like a movie or TV show something for a sponsor. The lanyards were just cheap black ones. They didn't even have a fucking lanyard sponsor. There's less people there, so you got no Marvel, no DC, no Image. The only thing there is IDW. Not only thing there. There's plenty of stuff to do and see. I think it's still a great con. It just used to be better. And IDW being there didn't have. Dude, they just had this big booth with like not that many books and like a few people milling around back there. They didn't even bring their IDW display, so it was kind of annoying. Like that was it. It kind of pisses me off. I think there should be. I think for it to keep comics alive, I really think that there should be a bigger push for especially a con like of that size to have Marvel, DC, Image, Skybound, and have them just show up. Especially ones that are based in LA. How about that? So anyway, that's me.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
I had fun. I don't really give that. I don't necessarily miss them. I do miss having con exclusive variants and stuff like that. Because I didn't get any con exclusive anything. I had this T-shirt but supposedly so. But.
I passed on this one. Should I have picked it up?
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of Hildebrandt's. I'm not a fan of the Hildebrandt's Marvel art. I hate me for it, but I'm a fan of Hildebrandt's their Star Wars art. But I'm not a fan of these, man. There's a couple ones that are really good, but they're not great.
I passed on this.
Yeah.
Did you like the Thanos one?
Yeah, the Thanos one was okay. Right. Dude, this is crazy cover right here. Cinderella Murder for All Seasons 1 in 20 FOC variant. That's a crazy cover. Her face is kind of fucked up, but that's a cool looking. I mean, it's
she's older. Well, C-section and shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the face.
Well, her nose is like fucked up, man. But yeah, that's a fucking cover right there. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, she's blonde.
I left it.
You see.
Oh, she's in space.
Yeah. Oh, that's a planet. Oh, I thought she was sitting in the hair dryer.
Hey, have you guys seen that new series on Netflix called 3 Body Problem?
No.
No.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I got 6 of them out of the 8 so far.
I would definitely take my time, but I won't spoil it. But it's definitely going into another season.
What did you guys think about this?
Yeah, I was by this point I was pretty sure that it wasn't gonna wrap.
Yeah,
like I think I probably 1.5 episodes left, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna be done.
What did you guys think about this Johnny Desjardins cover for Crashdown? Did you see it? Probably didn't see
Comic
it.
Tom books?
Is that Whatnot?
Yeah, this is the Comic Tom book. Yeah.
I saw it on the shelf.
See the quotation marks? It says Comic Tom, Ryan Seacrest, and then Ben Templesmith. I guess.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Sargent. It says Comic Tom Garcia. Look at that. That would have been. That's kind of weird. I got to be honest. Like that's kind of weird to put Comic Tom. He should have just put Tom Garcia.
I think he did that on the first issue.
I should have done it on all those issues
to jump up sales, right? But anyways, like, have you read it? Like, did he send you a copy?
It yet. No,
I thought he was supposed to send you like a PDF.
He was supposed to. He didn't
like
send me shit, man. Fuck that guy. He didn't send me shit. No.
You haven't had a top 10 you can bite.
I'm not good at sending people shit either, so I can't blame him.
Well, you sent me the freaking Otani rookie card. That's like, it's greatest gift I've ever gotten in my life.
Does it come with strings attached?
Look at this.
Yeah, he wanted me to rub his feet. I thought that was weird, but
hold on. We got a feet book coming up later.
Obviously, Taylor Swift bite again.
No, this this is Carla Cohen homaging the Torchy cover.
Which cover, Brian?
Yeah, this is Bird City.
Drew must have sent me that.
Bird City book.
Yeah, this is a Bird City Carla
Have they
Cohen
printed it
image.
more than once?
Yeah, this is for issue 3.
Was it Torchy, right? Torchy.
Torchy. I think it's. Is it one? Is it issue 1? I can't remember the artist though.
They redid Torchy, right? Right here, yeah. This set right here. So here we go. Let's see here. Let's go here. Torchy number 1.
Never heard of that.
I think it's 1. I can't remember the exact issue. Someone in the chat will know.
1.
Is that like a Golden Age book?
No. Well, Torchy is a Golden Age book, but they redid it right here.
Here, let me see if I can.
Bill Ward. Hold on, let me put Bill Ward. Here we go. Torchy.
Oh, it is number 1, 1991. Nice.
1991. Why isn't it fucking coming up? What the hell? Why is it so hard?
Hey, let me see if I can find it.
Here we go. Jesus.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You got it?
It took me for fucking ever.
Oh.
5 clicks.
It's not even that expensive a book.
No.
I found
And
copies for like
this
$40.
gets homaged a lot.
Oh. 91, huh?
There's a nip on the real cover.
There's a what?
There's a nip, dude. You just got demonetized. The bottom half of a nip on there,
Shit.
dude.
We were already demonetized at the beginning of the episode.
I was going to start talking.
I fuck it up for us pretty quickly.
This is the chick that did that took over doing the pinups in Playboy, Olivia. You guys ever seen her? Yeah. This is art. Leg, that is art, brother. That isn't a
I love
nip.
it.
A nip is what people call. I've heard people call nips like those little beer bottles. You ever get those little grenade bottles? You remember the little grenade bottle beers?
Hell yeah.
The Mickeys?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or have you said like I've heard like take a pour, usually like a whiskey.
Yeah.
Like a neat pour, just like probably a shot or not, whatever. Maybe not.
Hey,
even
did you guys ever drink Crazy Horse?
No, I drank Mad Dog 2020 though.
Fight the whole fucking bar afterwards, like whatever party you were at, you were fucking fist fighting everybody. Like
no, that was fucking Jägermeister for me, dude.
Jägermeister has called bumwine.com.
He drank 2 Crazy Horses.
So yeah, that's
a cool cover, man.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. Carla Cohen. All right. Dark Souls, Deadpool.
There's the 1 in 100 I was talking about on the right.
Yeah, I really like that 1 in 100 for some reason. I wish it had a background to it.
You know, Aaron picked up the. What'd you get, Aaron? The 1 in 25. I thought
before.
I think I got the 1 in 25. I got the A cover. Keep going. I didn't get this one. I don't think the store had it.
This one, 1 in 25 or 1 in 100? The white.
The 1 in 100, and I was like, "Oh man, I love this!" I saw it at FOC, and then all of a sudden, last week when I
had that one,
Key Collector dropped his picks for the week. I saw on his app it said 20 variants, and I was like, "What?" So I went in there and I counted like 5 or 6 of the Penguin Random House Marvel variants, and so I guess the rest were all store variants, and I was like, "Oh, there's gonna be a ton of those."
Yeah,
I wish it had a background, man.
So there's one.
I like it like that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that is actually cool. It's only a $5 cover too.
This is a great cover too, right here.
Yeah,
I got a couple of those.
Yeah, it's sweet. These covers that they're doing,
that theme? Is that like a theme?
It's for the Blood Hunt stuff. It's the vampire series, the vampire event that they're doing, and they're all like homage covers, but they're done correctly, like homage covers should be. Like, you know, they don't. These are how you do homage covers. The way that they're doing this, it's really good. This is
so in the story.
One.
In the story, he's talking about his ex. Is he talking about Elsa Bloodstone? Is that his ex?
Elsa Bloodstone? I don't know.
Yeah, because he dated her in that, and they were dating in the
previous series,
the Kelly Thompson series. Yeah,
or is it his other ex-girlfriend, Death?
Well, who is more associated with a symbiote? Because he's got a 1A partner that's it's a wolf, and it's symbiote wolf, Fucker just eats everybody.
Well, he had that miniseries Deadpool Back in Black or whatever, where the symbiote takes over him, like during the Secret Wars era time period. So I don't know.
This one's interesting. This is the Micronauts one, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Was this on the rack, or could you have to get it somewhere special?
I thought I saw it on my comic shop, but
I didn't see that one.
Could be wrong.
But I mean,
the
store I went to didn't order, like, I don't think they ordered all the covers.
There's Rob's. He said he's done, I don't know how many Deadpool #1 covers now.
Yeah, it's a Pete Woods cover, open to order. It's cover I.
Okay. What else do we got? There's ton of store or retailer variants, retailer exclusives to that. Ton. Dude, this Cruella de Vil stuff is getting out of hand. That's Sway, and that is like, it's great art, but it is horrible cover. Like, the art is good, but that is horrible to look at. That is rough to look at. Like, look at the bones. Her bones. That's a fucking...
body.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I thought this was a Disney comic.
Yeah, she looks like a retired sex worker.
Right? Doesn't she? She looks like she owned, like, the strip club. Yeah, that the Comedy Store used to be before it was Monty's or whatever it was, you know, like...
Yeah. Now she runs the massage parlor.
Yeah.
You know?
With her feet. Doctor Strange. Here's a 1 in 25 Marquez variant for Doctor Strange number 14. It's kind of cool. It's okay. I like the redesigning, you know. And
who's that right? On the right? Taskmaster?
That's Taskmaster,
like
yeah.
Redesign?
Yeah. Yeah, Moon Knight.
Like Battle of the Planets.
Yeah. All right. What else? They got the second printing of Edge of Spider-Verse 1. I know everybody was talking about that. Here's the 1 in 25. Look at this. 1 in 25 of the second printing of Edge of Spider-Verse 1.
So many new characters come out of those Spider-Verse books. It's hard to peg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And they're not all going to hit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's like...
all the Ghost Machine books came out today. So we got all the Geiger books.
I still haven't read that one. So I got it. I don't
know why I have it.
I saw it, but I didn't pick it up. I probably should have.
Dude, I got a bunch of those covers because there's some dope ass covers.
Hell
yeah. It's just fuck, man. I just haven't got a chance to read it yet.
It's good, dude. It's anything Jeff Johns does is good.
True.
Godzilla, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah,
I saw one of those covers and I was like, kind of like, eh. I picked up that Grimm cover.
This one?
The one in the one to the left of it, I think. I don't know what's the difference. Is one foil, one not?
This is the regular, and this is the 1 in 10.
I got the regular.
Okay, I like the regular better, anyways.
Yeah, I like that detail into it.
Yeah,
the trade dress looks good with it too.
Yeah,
there's colors in those too. Red.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy too. This is the Rossmo 1 in 40 of that cover.
That's sick, though.
Yeah, that is badass.
That is cool. I need to catch up and see what they're up to.
Unlockable.
Like 13 issues behind.
This gunslinger cover.
The first 2, and that was it. First 2 and 3.
Now you're just buying them.
Okay.
That's a dope cover. Hack Slash. Did you guys see any of the Hack Slash variants? That one's not good.
I did not see that one. Didn't see that one. I think I just saw the regular covers.
Only 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't need to see any of those.
This is one. Oh, I hate when I just did that. I didn't mean to do that. Super Patriot on this cover for Kill Your Idols, number 1. It's kind of interesting. I always liked Super Patriot. All right, I got to figure out where I was. Hold on here. All right, we're almost done here.
Whoa.
Yeah, all the fucking nudie books. All the movie nudie books are up top.
Hey now.
The Thor book, man. This Thor book is beautiful cover.
There's a new first appearance in there too, right? Like
Yeah.
a new, like an Earthling that's supposed to be Thor or something like that, like a copy of Thor or something.
Dario Agger's in it. Scourge. Here's the 1 in 50. That's pretty cool. It's not bad. This is the Blood Hunt variant. It's pretty dope. That they're all doing. Justice League versus King Kong has that cool connecting variant versus Godzilla versus King Kong or whatever. You get the King Kong stuff. Kneel Before Zod. This is a badass. I like Mark Spears art. I signed up for the Mark Spears Kickstarter to get all those badass Universal Monster covers that he did, and I never fucking got them. I gotta reach out to and figure out what's going on with that.
Oh, on some Kickstarters, you have to confirm your address.
What?
They send you an email at some point in time.
I don't even remember half of the Kickstarters.
Yeah.
Get into, and they never really remind you.
No, they don't.
No.
Second printing of this. What do you guys think? Is that a good spec play? Is anybody specking on this?
No, because they didn't change the cover. But in all honesty, I don't think there's ever been a second printing of a Mad that I've ever heard of in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will never hate on anything Mad ever does, so I won't even take my obligatory shot at the queefs.
This is a tough Noto cover. I don't like this at all, man.
I didn't even see it in the store. And I went to see it.
I wonder why.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think we'll leave that one there.
I'm not a big fan of Patton Oswalt anymore. I think he's just become kind of cheesy, but this is his book from Dark Horse called Minor Threats, and it's like a bunch of like teens. Let's see here. It says hit superhero saga that Watchmen. It's Watchmen meets The Wire. Returns from Patton Oswalt, showrunners of Marvel's MODOK. Frankie Follis, aka the Costume Criminal, Playtime has won Twilight City's greatest hero, the Insomniac, and its greatest villain, the Stickmen, are dead. I'm not going to read it at all. This looks interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if anybody read the first.
I'll never remember anything of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I hear
that guy ceased to be entertaining a fucking while ago.
Yeah. When I
That's
hear
assuming he was entertaining in the first place. Sorry, Aaron.
When I hear Minor Threat, I'm just going to think of the band.
Yeah, dude. I don't even want this in my head.
Yeah.
I was thinking if they had if they had a variant with the font or something, because on that one, because it was sort of red.
Oh, that would have been cool. Or with like them sitting on like a stoop or something like that.
I want to know what's up with her little satchel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good covers in that run, that's for sure.
They got David Mack.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you guys should have seen the fucking David Mack remarks from this weekend. So I go, so Big Clutch has a booth, right? And so it's Sunday. I go to the Bad Idea panel, and I'm with Chris Colbert, and we walk over to, and I was like, I gotta say goodbye to Clutch before, I leave. He's manning his booth. Where's he at? He's over. He had a piece of a booth. And the guy's like, oh, he's at CGC. So we go over to CGC. He's like, wait till you see these David Mack remarks. Oh my God, dude. They were the worst things I've ever seen in my life. He's on the Cobra Commander. He drew like a Cobra Commander head on one. And then he had like,
is there pictures of him?
Scarlet? No, he sent him off. I'm like, dude, tell me you have pictures. I should have taken a picture right there. Because if you look at Dinesh's Twitter, there's he wrote, because he couldn't go to a panel when he's manning a booth, so Dinesh signed a book for him and said "Eat it, Clutch," or whatever.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm sitting there. They're the worst, and he's like, "These are $50 each because he's gonna get them remarked. They'll sell for something. They'll sell for more, I guess." And I'm like, "Those are $50, dude. I don't expect them to do watercolor, but like he wrote it, and we went out and had a good time on Saturday. I was like, hey, I look a little shaky. I was like, it looks like I just drew this on there. Oh, what actually happened on here? It was the absolute worst. Oh, there's no way this guy is gonna say
Advertise his
show what he drew. It was so bad, and it's just a little side half ahead for $50 on there on these books, and it was just just an outline and a Sharpie. And I'm like, oh, just mail it in then, dude. Wow. I don't expect you to pull out your watercolor set. But fuck, dude. Fucking gets out an easel, dude. Just putting channels, get some Bob Ross going on.
Yeah, he's over there. Just put a little happy hero on the side over here.
I only figured out what he looks like. This is the first con I've seen him without a fucking mask.
Bro, right.
So
this is the Nakayama one in. Is this the regular? Yeah, this is the regular cover B. And then there is a Babs Tar, which is kind of fucking creepy in a way, but it's got mushrooms on it. This is the 1 in 25. I know a lot of people are talking about it, but I think this is garbage. No, thank you. Yeah. And then this is the 1 in 50.
Covers on this run.
Yeah. Is the 1 in 50 like a foil or something? What's the difference?
Minimal trade dress.
Oh my god, dude! Look at this. Let me show you. Look at the difference between this and the one. Here's the cover B. The only difference is these are not there. No, it's still got that one there. Are you kidding me?
There's no barcode on the front.
Yeah, there's no barcode and there's nothing here, but they still put the DC thing there.
That's ridiculous.
That is terrible. That is garbage.
5 years from now, no one's going to remember the difference.
I know. Ranger
I just
stuff.
the covers of this book.
Red Sonja. You got a ton of great Red Sonja covers as normal. Philip Tan. JML. So your Philip Tan foil. You got a bunch of foils. Holy shit. All right, here's the Red Coat book. One of the Ghost Machine, and then here's the Rook book. I like this Rook. This Rook shit looks interesting to me, man. That's just a cool design.
Is that from the Ghost
Machine? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Jason
cool.
Fabek's book. Him and Jeff Johns.
I like it too. I'm interested.
Look at that. That's fucking dope. Here's all the Ghost Machine characters. The connecting cover, I think. You got that. Yeah, Junkyard Joe. These fucking characters. Look how badass that fucking pig character looks.
Yeah, that shit is sick. I'm telling you, man, those covers were dope. And they still got those little kids, too. Remember on the cover?
Yeah.
Gang of kids.
Oh, man. Now I have
Look
to go
at
back
that
to
one.
the comic book shop.
Dude, this
That's
is
what
a
I'm saying.
1 in
I want to read
100.
it. They look dope. I want to read it.
I hate when that happens.
This is a 1 in 100, and this is fucking badass.
Yeah.
That looks like Mad Max type shit. Look at that.
What was that one movie, man, in the 80s? And the dude, remember, he had like a big ass Land Cruiser, and it was like looked like a tank or whatever. I forget what it was called, man. And he had it was like just him and like one girl or something, and there was a bunch of zombies. Man, it was like an apocalyptic movie. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know.
Like Star Chaser or some shit like that.
Dude, this
One of
shit's
those
fucking
movies,
dope.
man. That's what this looks like. And he had like a fucking, apocalyptic type car and shit. He had the laser gun.
Look at that. 1 in 500?
Yeah, that's it.
Look at that. That's sick.
Yeah, I definitely did see the 1 in 500.
Yeah, I don't expect
You did? You saw it at your shop?
No, I did not.
Oh, I was going to say, fuck.
No.
Ordering in fucking bulk.
Well, the store in my area is like 6 different locations. So they technically have one diamond account, so I'm sure they got one. And it probably was at the main store.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. Jack of Hearts?
Oh, that was kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Over
You want
there,
to see a rough Nakayama?
Oh, I saw that on the shelf and I passed on it.
Oh,
Is that Gamora or She-Hulk?
it's She-Hulk. It looks
Mia
like.
Khalifa.
Sure.
Look at that, dude. What is up with that face? That is a totally different face than anything I've ever seen on a She-Hulk character.
Dude.
Yeah. It's like Mean Girl's face.
It's crazy. That's a 1 in 25. Shazam, you got a cool foil variant, the Miguel Mercado. This is a beautiful cover, but I'm just not a Mary Marvel or Shazam fan. Shout out to John Z.
Did you guys like Shazam too? I liked it.
I didn't see it. I think I saw it, but I think I passed out. If I remember.
I liked it.
I had it on in the background. I didn't really watch enough to tell you. So I didn't even. I did the same for Shazam 1 actually. I don't skip much. I just kind of.
Shazam 1 was good. I remember when it came out, it felt like big. That's what it felt like. I don't remember seeing the second one. There's a foil online Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you guys see this? Did anybody see this? Sonic the Hedgehog Fang the Hunter #3. This is an online foil variant. So go check out IDW's site. Yeah, maybe they put some of these up there for like WonderCon stuff, or I don't know. But Spider-Man Shadow the Green Goblin has a 1 in 25 Malieve. And it's not good. I don't know. I think it's just Spider-Man just looks like a. I don't know what he looks like, man.
It's like blended in too much.
It's a red cover, right? For issue 3, the foil.
It's
on the IDW website. They have 98 copies in stock right now.
There you go. Yep, that's
no
it.
Way.
Go hit 'em
Cornbread.
up.
And I bought them all. Sorry. No, I'm just joking.
1 in 100 Hidden Gem. Paul Smith Green Goblin. Paul Smith was a X-Men artist, right? I remember him being an X-Men artist. Am I wrong about that? Here's the Pinocchian Blood Hunt homage. That's not bad. It's kind of background throws me off though. You have the really good Pinocchian art and the shitty background art.
Dude, if you have the current live show chat, has in the Discord, you've got Zabit on there that showing a pretty terrible Daredevil remark from Mac on a Wanted Comics exclusive.
Which one is this in?
It's in the
live
Beyond
show chat?
Discord in the current live show chat.
Ooh,
Space Hunter.
Dude, look at this thing.
Ooh,
it was called Space Hunter. The Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
It's just like, why do you put the DD? Dude,
was he drunk?
The bat side of his face, and it's like slow motion, still moving, man.
Was he drunk?
That is
Was
so
he
bad.
high?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same. Or he did it with the non-writing hand.
So
Dude, I
Look at
saw
that double
wait,
D
here's-
right there.
Did he did that left?
That double D is terrible. It looks like somebody who just got their tattoo kit in
Prison.
YA and they were trying to do the smile now, cry later.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That is so bad. And the art behind at first, and I was, I didn't realize he was talking about the remark, and he was like, "Is it worse than this?" And because he posted 2, because one's like original art, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that one he did for one," and I was like, in my head, I was like, I thought Drew was excited. I think that's a pretty decent cover. You know what I mean? If he was going to do your exclusive and he showed up with that, I wouldn't have a complaint.
Yeah.
And then I saw the little squiggle.
Dude, I would've been hot. Bro,
What
I
are
would've
you
been
doing, buddy?
And then look how he
What are
embellished
you
her hair with that
doing?
shit. That would have been hot.
Bro, and he put the DD like over his eyes. Right? It already said Daredevil. You're just going to draw on his fucking face? What are you doing?
Is this a Tom King remark? Are we sure?
That shit was terrible. I'd have been hot, bro. I'd have been like, you fucked my book up.
I mean, you take that back and put something better
Like,
on
that
that
was-
shit. Yeah.
Like, I'm not even fucking paying for this shit, bro.
This
Hey,
is the
I'm
type
gonna
of
need my
shit that-
$50 back, please.
Yeah. That's how I
Fucking
felt when I went to go pick up my Watcher sketch from fucking Arthur Sidem. Like, what the fuck?
He had a packed booth there.
Sidem, he always
Yeah,
does, dude.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they want
he
that
had a
old
pack
shit.
booth.
they want
an
the
art
old
style.
David back. They don't want that new shit. They're like, what the fuck is
That
this?
is fucking
Dude, no one here
terrible.
goes to see DeCall. And whenever you go up to him, he says he's busy. And then I looked on his I don't know, Instagram or something. He showed WonderCon exclusives they did
Yeah.
for people. This is why I drew while I was at the show. They're pretty good. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I just quit talking to you.
Yeah.
You don't talk to me, you don't talk to Drew. Drew's like, I'm too booked up to do covers. I can't.
Yeah,
do
he's
anything like
kind
that.
of. Well,
You gotta do them like probably get them ahead of time, right? Like
Yeah.
tell them.
No, like
Hey, man, he just sitting there. I was like, I don't know.
I know other retailers that asked him to do a cover too. He says the same thing.
Yeah, but even the commissions, I'm gonna be like,
you basically have to like get to his booth right away or arrange
one?
with him. Arrange with
Those
him
are Wonder
beforehand.
yeah, I want to be like, hey, dude. I don't know if you know this or not, but I know Mr. Longshort.
Just name drop. Just
Right.
name drop.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
look,
I walk-
as that guy's a
Right.
friend of mine, and he's the only reason that you're famous.
Yeah, exactly. I'm friends with
Look
your
at
marketing
that.
manager.
That Black Widow one's badass. I like
Yeah, that
one
Black
a lot.
Widow one's sick.
Oh
The
yeah,
red.
I love his fucking art.
Yeah, it's just hard, man.
I mean, I love my OA. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, show yours real quick. Let me see yours.
Yeah, what do you have?
But it's like,
oh shit.
you had to get them
that is
ahead of
fucking
time.
awesome.
Like,
Cool.
I like
Yeah,
the frame,
so
too.
I got this at MegaCon when I met like Mel in person.
Nice.
And so I saw his name on the list and I was like, I have to get a commission from him. And then I hit him up like before when he announced that he was doing commissions. And then he's like, yeah, I'm taking names at the booth. So stop at my booth first and then you can get a commission. And so what he does is like, he'll ask you name 3 characters and then whichever 3 of those he feels like drawing, he'll draw it for you. And then he has characters that he would like to do over the weekend. I suggest that if there's a character that he likes to do on the weekend, like get one of those characters because it'll
Fucking
blow
A.
your mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Always give, like, I know we all want our favorite characters, but like I feel like that's the same way with the tattoo. Like with a tattoo, like you got to be able to let a really good tattoo artist just fucking do whatever he wants.
For sure.
Yeah, like my
Yeah.
tattoo artist did all my filler. Like I let him do whatever on that. Like he's like, I want to do a filler on it. I was like, okay.
There is Spider-Punk second printing 1 in 25. That is pretty crazy cover that we talked about a few
Wow.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Who did that? I like it.
Yeah. Ian Bertram.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a
I
cool
don't think
cover.
I saw
got a
that one.
style. So.
Looks
Trippy.
like that looks like Filthy's bass from Korn. Look how loose those strings are, man.
That's funny.
I love his sound. I don't know. I love
did
it.
this cover?
Ian Bertram.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Kind of like
And
Trad Moore a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it
just
did.
thinking that. Nice. Good call.
yeah, it
Yeah.
did. It did. That's what I first thought of when I saw it too. All right, Star Wars number 45. I know a lot of people are talking about this cover, but they ruined it with the trial of Lando Calrissian white thing at the top. They should have just put the words there and not the white bar. There's something wrong with.
They do that a
Yes.
lot in Star Wars.
The
Yeah,
reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's off.
No, that you're right, Sean. They do that a lot. You get a great cover, and then all of a sudden their subtitles like. You know
I
what
passed
mean?
on that. That was a ratio.
Yeah.
It would have been
That's
sick
good.
if you could see the stormtroopers.
Is
with,
that
like,
Comics Elite?
Well,
that one's pretty good.
Here's the one.
JTC.
Yeah.
Is that the same one he does for the fucking holidays and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Web store.
I've seen this before.
It's still good. It's just nothing new.
He
I
did
like
one
this
like
color.
that before. I mean, a few years ago, he did that same pose.
And
Yeah.
brown.
Oh, did he?
It was full
Django.
color, though, right?
Right? Was it Django though?
No, it was him because
No, he did it, Boba.
yeah, it was a boba. It was the
It was
same
Boba.
pose and everything.
They
He-
had a
colors
Christmas
set.
one. They had
It was a
a
hot
like
look, man.
No, he
Everybody-
did the
one-
negative. He did the negative cover without the Star Wars trait in it. And-
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the exact same pose. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
This is a good cover, though. I still like this cover.
No,
Yeah, I
I
still
like
like
it.
it.
I just like
No,
you know,
it's good. I'm
Same
burning.
shit,
it
yeah.
comes
No
back.
reason to pay
like,
for me to pay for it, but
Is it
Yeah.
technically a third print of it though? Because like when he did the negative cover, it went up to a second print.
whoa.
But it's a
is it
different
the
book.
same issue.
Stephanie
It's a
It's
different
Hans.
book, I think.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. Stephanie Hans. Is there any ratios? No ratios. Batman or Superman. Don't care. Turtles. I love these old school Saturday morning adventure style art. But this is interesting. This source book. It's kind of cool.
So, also, I'm sure nobody bothered to read it, but I find it entertaining that somehow the Turtles do a thing with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I can't. It just.
Is that supposed to
Like,
be
I
April?
don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they do it. I just find it funny. I don't find it funny enough to bother to fucking see what it's all about.
Is that supposed to be
These kids will
April?
be 30 by the time that shit-
What is that? Frank Cho April? Is that what that is?
Yeah, look at her,
I
man.
know, right? I was thinking that when you showed it first, I'm like, that's April.
Oh, bro,
What
she
the
finally
fuck?
got on their pizza, I guess, dude.
She's got cankles and everything, bro. Jesus.
Him, bro, is thick as fuck.
Look at those. Jesus.
And then
bro.
what's her name? What's her Jenica? What's her name? It's Jenica, right?
Jenica, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They got her looking mad, like unfeminine. She got fucking overalls and shit, looking like a scarecrow.
Yeah,
Oh my
what
God,
the
this,
fuck?
this cover just gets worse, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look how bad Splinter is.
Casey Jones just always looks the same, but he always
Yeah.
looks dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he always
that's
looks
true.
dope. Yeah. Thundercats, you got a metal Nakayama for Thundercats. There you go. That's a cool cover. It's a really good cover. I love the way. Maybe I just like the way that what's his Monstar or Monster?
Mumra.
Mumra. Yeah, I just like the way he draws Mumra.
Nico Suyon had a really good exclusive for Orlando with Mumra looking exactly like that.
This Transformers #1 5th printing blows my fucking mind. Look at this thing, dude. Look at this, how crazy this cover is.
That's it.
This is like Jeff Darrow. Who's the dude that did Green Lantern Will World? He passed away. I think he might have died of like a drug overdose or something, but he was a fucking stud. This looks like his type of art. Really intricate, detailed, almost Mobius type shit, you know?
It's tight, man.
Yeah.
It looks like that one arcade game where you're fighting as a Jetsons, a side scroller.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
yeah.
Look
Not
at how
art type.
badass.
I know what you're talking about, though.
But it looks
Yeah.
like that though, right? The jets
Yeah.
that you could choose on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that
Sion.
game called?
Oh wait, I've already looked at those. Look at this one right here. This is the black and white of it. Look how crazy this looks.
Yeah, I would fucking
wow.
fuck with that shit. For real. This is
Look
sick.
at that.
Oh, that looks badass. Yeah. Could you imagine the OA for this?
Jeez,
Yeah, that's dope as fuck.
All right.
that's crazy.
I agree. Yeah.
Ah,
There's a lot going on, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
it's
Hey, the
catching my
color
eyes
doesn't
just
even
even
do it.
on just my computer screen, you know?
Oh, dude,
Uh,
you could
They
do.
do it
You could,
justice.
I
could
don't.
always
I'm not
scan
even
it,
gonna
print it
try to
out,
say that
and
name. We're just gonna call him
You-
Phyla.
you could always like
Yeah.
print it out, scan it, try to color it too. right?
Yeah, whatever,
I know,
man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Here's the second printing Jason Howard of Megatron. There you go for all you second printing collectors. Everybody's collecting those second printings. There's a third printing of that Perel. That's pretty good. What else do we got? Traveling to Mars. I don't know what that is. Usagi. There is this Usagi, right? The 1 in 40. Is this the one you guys were talking about?
We're talking about the 1 in 10.
Oh, the 1 in 10.
I like this. This is cool.
Right? That's a good one.
I like the 1 in 40.
Oh, this one?
Stuff, so.
Yeah, I ended up with this one.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it looks like an action figure cover.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think my store ordered enough to get 40 copies. So
this has got a really good 1 in 25, but the A cover is really good. Is anybody reading this Vengeance of Moon Knight series?
Is that the new Crow? I mean, not Crow. The new Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yeah.
No.
It looks badass.
The last series was good, man, but I stopped like almost towards the end, man.
Yeah.
I picked up the second prints of issue 1 to start reading it, so I haven't read it yet.
This is the 1 in 25. This is sick.
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool. Here's the Elizabeth Torque Blood Hunt Vampire variant. This one's not too good.
No.
Yeah. This part's cool. The corner box, that's sick. He's like in the Christ pose.
It's like a little weird.
Yeah. Venom number 32. What? Anybody reading this other than Ryan? Rhinoverse?
I've been on symbiote burnout since 2021, since
I'm
that
with
whole
you, bro.
virus thing.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Codex. So
the shit with what's his name? No,
Donny
right?
Cates, yeah.
Yeah.
What a letdown.
Burnt me out immediately, and I had just got back in the comics too. I was like, "This shit is fucking bullshit."
They did Noel dirty.
Yeah, I was so hot.
Donny Cates burnt us out, then burnt himself out.
I met up with Johnny at the LCS at one of the Bedrocks, and then he bought the Rose Besh one, the 1 in 100.
This cover's cool. I mean, this is a cool cover.
I like it.
Who's the
I
character?
should have taken a picture. This girl had a badass Carnage costume, and it's like a female like playing on it, like sexy, but like a lot of red. She had a whole her arm was like a whole axe.
That's the
you know
best.
what I mean? It looked like you literally could have sprayed it with water, and it would have looked like it could have been in an 80s movie.
Oh, that's so cool.
Good. Yeah,
I don't like this.
It was really good.
I think this is terrible. It just looks like she fucking fucked up her painting. She let her painting get wet, right?
And then leaned into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it still selling. I could still see it selling.
Yeah, I
just
don't hate
because.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
I don't hate it
because
because it's different.
Yeah.
It looks more like, I guess it's the same thing, but it looks more like wall art than comic art.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. It just looks nasty. Like, you know,
I just don't know why his tongue coming out of his shoulder.
You know, all that breaking doesn't.
Oh, or is he facing the other way?
Or the paint just ran through it. You know what I mean?
But he's fat.
Yeah, it's coming out of his shoulder.
Fat with skinny arms. I don't get
He's
it.
like this.
Now you're right. Fuck this thing, dude. I hate it now.
Yeah, this is not good. This is garbage. It's a 1 in 100. This one's really good though. I just wish he would have showed this whole wing figure. I wish there was is this a wraparound? Hopefully it's a wraparound.
I doubt it.
That'd be a sick wraparound, right?
They don't pay for that for regular covers anymore. Or 1 in 25.
Yeah,
they all have the gray background on the back now, which is good because it doesn't show damage, so it's easier to.
Look at Ken Lashley. This is
press.
sick right here, dude. Ken Lashley's so good. That is badass. Micronauts Bradshaw. That's a good cover. There's the.
And that's still what do you call it?
That one's a little better because it's close up.
What's the Venom's son? What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Dylan
Dylan.
Brown.
Yeah, this one's crazy. Look at that one. Holy shit. That's sick. That's a good one right there.
Is that one of those? What do you
Yeah,
call those covers?
vampire ones.
Yeah.
Void Rivals. I'm not. I fell off Void Rivals. There's a 1 in 50 with that new character on there. There's a 1 in 25 with that character too. X-Men 33 is the book to read. I suggest people go jump on this book and read this book. It's got a good A cover.
Or what?
Well, it starts a lot of it's got some new shit going on. There's this Torrin Clark, but check this out. Let me show you what's going on in that. Where is it?
Krakoa's Dunsky, right?
So do you remember? Yeah, thank God Krakoa's done. Do you remember X-Men 133? This scene?
Yes.
X-Men 132 was where, yeah, he jumps into the water drain. Yeah. And he goes in. Yeah, this is the 133 is the first time when he goes into berserker mode, right? And it's like this right here. Wolverine never stops, never slows, each move bending into the next in a frightening display of destruction. He's doing what he does best. Like, this is the first comic where Wolverine becomes fucking Wolverine that we know. And
Yeah.
they homage the scene.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's really
That's
dope.
good interior art too.
Right?
Mhm.
Really good.
He fucked them
really
fools
good,
up,
dude.
though.
Yeah.
Some actual non-lazy work right there.
Yeah. So go check that out. That's pretty dope. X-Men.
Some dope shit out there, man.
Yeah.
Not all the comic books up.
Yep. And that is that. So that is New Comic Book Day. As far as I know, that is out there. So what up? Keep it thorough in the house. How you doing, brother? Make sure you guys go sub up to Keep It Thorough.
What up, Thorough?
He had a
What's
good
up,
show the other
Thorough?
day. I haven't checked it out yet, but I've got it set to be on my next show on my playlist. So he talked with somebody about some CGC shit. Didn't you guys see that? Why your books take too long or some shit like that?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
The what?
But I love his intros, and I would try to do an impression of that, but I know it's gonna end up horrible, so I'm not gonna try.
Well, we can let's go show it real quick. Here we go. Shout out to our boy Thorough. There we go.
But don't strike us, please.
Yeah.
We got struck. So it
Deny
doesn't
that.
matter.
All right, here we go. Let's watch his newest intro.
Or do strike it so you can get monetized from it.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
He throws up the disclaimer. Smart. Where's his intro?
Videos I've been enjoying. I'm taking literally. Got to do is click, guys. Love with.
Come on.
At it again with another live for you guys today. And yes, we're going to get a little spicy here tonight because we're going to be talking about none other than our favorite Greater of Comics, CGC. We're going to be talking about how long does it take for CGC to grade a comic. Not only that, but you're also going to see and get to meet a special guest of mine here tonight. But before we do all of that, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not subscribed yet. If you guys love what you're watching, don't take nothing but 2 seconds to hit that sub button. So make sure you do that. Also, don't forget to leave a like, guys. The likes go a long way for the algorithm and the growth of the channel. Please share this video with a lot of like-minded
He's
folks
saying
out
it
there.
for us tonight.
And also, don't forget, I do have to give a big shout out to everybody and all the Savage soldiers, the whole Savage army. Can't thank you enough, guys. To all the members of the channel, really, really appreciate you guys wholeheartedly for you supporting this channel all the time. And I thank you. Thank you. But if you would like to also become a member of the channel to help support,
He's getting into his long intro there. So he goes through his whole chat. Yeah. Go check it out. It's good shit, you guys. All right.
But I think it probably keeps people by doing that.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah.
Do you guys want to see how fast CGC orders are?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Sean, how fast are CGC orders?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, if you don't send weird shit, right, Josh?
Just call him out, right? Call him out by name, and then
Some
here's his
rare shit
address.
that they don't even know what it is.
I see him in here tonight. Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
dude.
Here's your address.
Dude, you guys know what kind of books that guy has.
I know. I'm just.
I'm all,
messing
dude. You got to give me notes, dude. I don't have time. I can't fill all that out. Hold on, so I'll put it in our. Wednesday. I'll put it in the Google chat.
I can relate. Who does his PSA submissions? I do, and he sends stuff that's like.
There you go.
He sends stuff that's like never been seen before by PSA, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't verify anything on this." Like,
Exactly.
do you have any websites to refer this to? Like,
So
no,
all
I
you need
don't.
is all you need is received and shipped. No, Josh has like if it's a force. I don't know what country it's from. I don't.
Yeah,
I know Superman's on the cover, but it could be the Green Lantern 4.
9 days. 9 days.
Look, it goes down. So the one was slow, like one of those, like the fourth one down was slow. The one 228 was slow. That one took a month, and I think a lot. And the reason is the same reason. I think there was like that's Drew's. I think there was like 10 do you poos that they're trying to figure out what con they came from.
Yeah.
Like in all seriousness, like it's like I'm like, dude, there's like I don't even know how to fill them. I know I might not have filled them in correctly because it's up to them. I don't know, but look at the rest of those, like from received and shipped.
Yeah.
And so gradient encapsulation imaging, that means there's grading quality control is next, and grading quality control usually ships within a day. So that's with at any point those are within a day of shipping. So that's how fast.
All 3 of those orders, all 25 are already graded up there. They're ready to finishing them up.
Yeah.
So 75 books.
They're currently being grading. And then the next step is grading. It'll say grading quality control, but basically it means that they're graded. Mm-hmm. And then it'll say, and then any given moment after that's when I'm always hitting refresh because it'll say shipped. But look anywhere from the bottom. There's a
2.2 to 2.15, 2.9 to 2.15, 2.9 to 2.15.
They check them in within 3 or 4. They check them in within 3 or 4 days of receiving them.
That's crazy.
So it's about 9 days, 8 to 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And so that one that threw me off, like not the one that says 228 shipped 325, and then the ones because it says that 3 of them are checked in on 320. That's kind of weird because I did stagger the shipments before that. So if you guys get bored, you want to go to Wanted Comics, eBay live sales. He offers add-on pressing and grading, and I do all of it myself for him. They directly go to a different pile. They come to me, but he lives so close that the UPS regular delivery is overnight to me. But
oh wow,
it's from I'm about 100 miles from LA, so it's
okay.
He's in Torrance, so it's about it's
like
not that far.
It's like
it's overnight.
It's like and
there's and that's to my front door, and I don't live in a big city. Yeah. It literally goes to my front door in that amount of time, so that's great. But so you get that, and I get them out for him. But that's so they're quick. So
this is kind of interesting. Thoro dropped a thing in the chat that I've been kind of hearing a lot about, but I didn't want to talk about because I wanted to wait for hopefully Soza Micah to come out and talk about it. Thorough dropped a thing in the chat that says, "Do not buy from Soza Micah on Whatnot. Person in charge of her Whatnot fleeced her." And this is some crazy shit, man. This is some absolutely crazy shit. And I feel so bad for her because I think this is like the second time that somebody has really screwed her over and taken advantage of being her quote unquote manager. There's a lot of people out there that want to be artist managers, and it sounds like she had a couple people that told her they would be her manager, and both of them really took advantage of her. And this last person is somebody I was super surprised to hear that it was. And
I heard about such a thing, and she is, because I did see her this weekend, although it's not. I did hear the secondhand, not from her, but I know what you're talking about, and apparently.
And she was great this weekend. She looked great. She had a great booth, I heard. She was, that's what I heard. But,
is that manager for? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is it like somebody was selling for her and just kept the money and dipped, or?
So, from what I think, somebody was being her art manager and would help her, would deal with do her variants for, like Marvel wanted to do a variant, it would be like the go through, and if anybody wanted to do an exclusive variant with her, that he dealt with that, and then he would also deal with her con appearances. That's what I'm thinking, and then would also sell her books on her Whatnot and run her Whatnot sales and her live sales and stuff. And man, this is crazy. And
then that guy was like friends with Otani's manager, so like with the gambling debt and like
that's it, man. Man, I just wish Pete Rose had an interpreter so he could be in the Hall of Fame.
My guy, I'm so glad.
Right?
This is the first time this is like total you know what I mean, like for Pete Rose, dude, you gotta let him in. Come on. What the fuck,
dude? You gotta let him in. Dude,
did you guys see this?
They all gotta go. You gotta let him in. Gotta let Barry in.
Gotta let them all in.
Barry, Clemens, Palmero, dude. Everybody was juicing. Let them all in, dude.
Just open the doors.
Everybody. This dude just got caught, and they just let him fucking pawn it off on his fucking dude. If that was any other commissioner in fucking Manford, he'd be underneath the goddamn dude. They would have.
Crucified him.
Otani cards are tanking. Right?
Yeah, they are.
Dude,
are they tanking? Really?
I'm watching it happen
Why?
right now, dude. The A's are fucking
maybe because he can't
Oakland
throw
right now, bro.
They're what?
Screwing Oakland, and it's because Manfred is allowing it to happen.
Yeah, I heard about Yuri.
And he's not gonna let them sell the team to the
Ruiz.
county or anything. He's gonna fucking allow him to walk and take that name to Vegas just to better MLB, and he's screwing Oakland, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that wouldn't have happened under any other commissioner. This guy has no clue what he's doing, dude, terrible. And I'm not even a huge fan like that. I'm just watching it happen, dude.
Yeah,
just from the Astros. I know that's your squad and everything, Aaron, but from the Astros, the way he handled that to this Otani shit, like, bro, all the shit that he's doing, the A's, like everything he's doing, he's just allowing shit to happen. And he's trying to
sticky substances on pitchers' hands,
dude,
and stuff like
all
that.
of that, dude, everything. They're not, dude. When was the last time? And look how the people are getting busted for PEDs, like, and then you're like getting busting the good guys. You know what I mean? You're not busting like the fucking. Like, no, you're busting people. Like, how are you gonna build the league on it? Okay,
like Tatis.
Yeah, everybody, bro. Like, these are up and coming stars, and you're already taking them out of the running off top by letting them test positive. You can stop that shit. Come on.
Yeah, this is crazy right here.
League.
This is from Jamie Lee Curtis's fucking IG. Listen to this shit. Everybody's getting involved in the variant, baby. Jamie Lee Curtis says, I love when support comes from the most unexpected places. Hex Publishers are donating to Children's Hospital Los Angeles with proceeds from the sale of this new comic book. It takes a village to save the lives of children. I'm delighted to join True Believers, a new slasher comic from Stephen Graham Jones and Joshua Viola, with a cameo and special variant cover by artist Matthew Terrian for issue number 1. Author Joshua Viola is committed to matching everybody's purchase of my variant cover, with proceeds going to benefit Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. So you got a Jamie Lee Curtis variant comic book out there, you guys.
True Believers, I want the True Lies variant. All right?
Man,
you could make it say that, though. You could make it say that. You could,
Yeah, but is she dancing on a bed pool?
Hey, she'll sign that shit for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AOA says Jamie Lee's boobs still hold up. Yeah. Yep. What was that? Trading Spaces. Yeah. What a great fucking movie, man.
Dude, she had a lot of leotards and breasts, all kinds of things.
Did you guys see? Speaking of Whatnot, did you guys see this?
Yes.
This is nuts, dude. Whatnot did an ad on, you know how you can do like ads on Instagram or Twitter? They ran an ad and used a Wander Franco purple refractor graded card, and not just any graded card. It's a 6. Like, what are you doing putting a PSA 6 of a modern card in an advertisement? You know,
You
like,
can
what
find
the-
these cards here. It's like, good, you can keep those cards there.
And
That's like
Fucking
that's like
Wandering
when.
is a 6.
That's why. Do you remember when?
It's worth $2.
For a little bit, eBay was offering raw expert grading advice,
oh
but it
yes,
would be within 2 grades.
yeah.
So they would be like, so they'd tell you it would be between like a 7.5 and 9.6. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking helpful. You know what I mean?
Really stretching out that meaning of very
Yeah, not
slash
8
near
to
mint,
8.5,
right?
9.6, 9.8, 9.4, even 9.4, 9.8. It's like,
All right, you
okay,
guys.
yeah, 7
So-
to 9, somewhere in there.
Paul Green did these kick-ass like Zenoscope covers that Simple Man used to always talk about, and they were like these cereal box variants, and they were excellent. Well, Melinda's Comics decided to jump on that train and is doing cereal variants. This is she
It's
put
like
this out.
the
Look how
star, right?
look, dude, look at this cover. Look how fucking weird this
First off-
cover is. Like, what is
I like it, but it's weird seeing Tony the Tiger's hips and clits.
what is going on here with this, man? This is a weird looking. This is crazy.
I don't know if J. Scott Campbell drawings gave birth, it would go like this. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is going on here?
Her water clearly broke.
Her bikini or whatever swimsuit is just really, really tiny.
And plus she's got 4 fingers.
And it's milk.
I'm assuming
Getting
she's got
forced.
opposable thumbs back there. Okay.
I don't know, bro. I'm my daughter wants a cat, and I'm allergic, but I might let this cat to the house. Right?
That tigress.
Yeah, she might.
She might sign it.
Okay.
She'll
You
probably
gotta
sign
get
it
one
for
of
you.
these.
She'll probably sign it for you.
Tigers.
You could end up with like an eyelash.
I do really like Frosted
Pink
Flakes, dude. I can't lie. I wish I was eating a bowl of Frosted Flakes right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at these comments, and it's just,
Yeah, right.
oh my god, dude! Like, look at some of these comments. Mikey
The
likes
milk is
it.
all
He
warm
really
now?
likes it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Responding with some of these comments, and Jesus, suddenly I'm craving cereal. What the fuck?
Well, she's
Anyways.
got it. Those are all the people buying the book for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100% for sure. All right.
Watch your book.
I got your eyelash.
This was super crazy. Shout out to Tony, Iman Tony Smokes on IG. He posted this. Did you guys see this? Dave Stevens cover from a high school play program in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking crazy.
That's digging deep.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What school did he go to? Hey, what?
James Madison High School Play Program.
What do you call it? A yearbook, and he was on the journalism staff. Yeah, let me get that book.
I gotta see if we gotta add this, man. We gotta add this to the list.
Bro, you can't add playbills from the
Fucking A, bro. We're adding it to the list.
That's an asterisk, dude.
So what would it be titled though? As like
We'll figure it out.
You got to find out what the name of the school is. And
I might already
play.
have it. Do I already have it? Let's see here. Early amateur work. Nope. No. I do have a fanzine that he drew.
He said 1972.
Let's see here. Let's go.
Frosted Flakes and cum.
Oh my
Sorry.
god!
I'm just reading the chat. Sorry.
Now I can't eat my Frosted Flakes in the morning.
I can't.
I got Frosted Flakes in my desk.
I love Frosted Flakes, man. You'll
Hold on, I gotta go-
you'll be picturing her, dude. Not the.
I know, right? I'm like, fuck.
I don't know. I don't think Tony fills up the bowl for her.
Yeah, right.
all right, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some Frosted Flakes real quick.
Yeah, go get some Frosted Flakes.
1972. All right, here we go. 1972. That's pretty fucking crazy, man. By the
Oh,
way,
look,
you guys,
narrowing
this
it
is
down with James Madison High School.
yeah, this is if any of you guys want to check out this list, it is a living list that you can see on Google Sheets or Google Drive or Google whatever this is. But the link is below, and you can comment on it to add things to it, and I'll add them. So, high school play program in 1972. There we go.
It's in Portland, Oregon.
That's crazy, dude. That's super nuts. Look at that thing. And then check this out. Like Bruce Timm, Tony also put this up. He did the art on the back of Stinkor and Spikor. Dave Stevens.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
84. So that's super cool.
Was that Battle Armor He-Man?
Yeah, fucking A, bro. Fucking A. That's good shit. All right. Did you guys hear the news about Iron Fist and Johnny Cage?
I did not.
Not Johnny Cage. Luke Cage? Jesus.
Luke Cage, yeah. I saw something in there, but I didn't really. But it's the Iron Fist from the Netflix, right?
Yep, they're back. So
yeah, and he posted. Finn posted it, right?
Yeah, he put a post on IG or whatever or Twitter. Let's see if we can find it. Anyways, where he's reading the final issue. Well, they basically brought back. So Marvel MCU came out and said, yeah, all those Netflix shows are part of MCU canon now. So all those characters are now in the MCU, and they're bringing back Danny Rand and Luke Cage to. I guess they're gonna do. They might be in Shang-Chi 2, and they're also
like, as Defenders then.
Yeah, Defenders. Yeah, and they're also gonna do something supposedly with Colleen Wing and what's her name? What's her name? The other chick, the chick with the arm, with the fake arm. What's her name? I can't fucking remember.
Monica Rambeau.
No, not Monica Rambeau. What is her name? The other chick, the cop.
Oh, she doesn't have a fake arm. Oh, the cop.
Misty Knight.
Misty Knight. Yeah. So
she has a fake arm. Wait a minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Remember they took off her arm and they gave her a
Oh, right.
Yeah, Misty Knight. Yep. So all this shit's coming back. So it's very interesting that they're bringing back Danny Rand because he got so much hate, and I think
he was terrible.
Did he learn how to fight yet?
I didn't think it was that bad. I'll be honest. I didn't think it was as bad.
It was pretty cheesy compared.
I didn't finish it. It's the only thing. It's probably the only Marvel Netflix thing I didn't finish.
Man, I got like 3 or 4. I didn't. Man, I was over it. I remember being so disappointed. That was the only one I was disappointed in. Everything else was pretty dope.
It was okay at best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to be heavily sedated.
Yeah. Or he just needs supporting cast. Like he can't do it on his own.
Right.
Definitely can't carry a show.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with him in the MCU. And here's the other interesting part. So there's going to be another Iron Fist that's going to be different than Danny Rand. So is that going to be Lin Lei or whatever? And that one Wanted Comics variant is going to take off. That where he's the was that an In-Huck Lee cover that Drew got for the Iron Fist book that has Lin Lei as Iron Fist? Remember that, Sean?
I don't remember.
I remember that cover. I don't remember who it was though.
Oh, you're talking about the new Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Wanted Comics. Yeah. That was just a few years back. Like 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't think it was Tao, was it?
Nah, it was the guy who was
In Huck Lee?
Swordmaster. Swordmaster was
Swordmaster, yeah.
And Wanted Comics did an exclusive.
Here, right here.
Right there, yeah.
Perillo. It was Perillo.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. This could have been such a better cover, man. This could have been so much better. This dragon behind him should have been like the dragon on that Deadly Hands of Kung Fu cover where it looks like he's going around his body.
One on his chest, too.
Yeah. Man.
It's 2 different dragons.
So, we'll see how that plays out. But a lot of people, I remember when this cover first came out, they're like, "This looks weird because his hand's so big." Doesn't he have like a hand like this in the character? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong though. I never read any of that shit. I wasn't a big fan of it.
I don't know.
To get
that was
into
one Comics exclusive right there.
Yeah, Perillo. It was a Perillo from back in the day. So.
Yeah, that was she was the only one that had him on the cover. The new guy.
Oh shit! Sean's dropping fucking links. Look at this shit.
Let's start. Okay, so you can start maybe the last one I'm posting.
Yeah.
But the first one I showed you the gallery. So those are the earliest stuff. So everything I posted besides that is earlier than before. So if you look at the last link I just posted, they've got a checklist. I just found this, by the way. And then so I control F 1970, then 71, then 1972.
Oh wow! So up at the top,
and so those are the links that I put.
There's 72. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, look at that.
So that's like the 4th or 5th thing that they have listed. So they have going back to.
So which is the first one? This one right here. Yeah, hold on. Let me do this. This one.
So the BG, April, May. The collector number 23.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't know if I put it there.
I got it right here. Yeah.
The one with number 23 at the end.
It's Orion. It's got Orion on it.
Yeah.
It's an Orion illustration by Dave Stevens. The collector number 23.
If you go, so there's May, August, and summer 1971. So I'm gonna assume that May is before what summer says. So yeah, I don't know. Panorama 1 could be before summer. That's a pretty cool website. Somebody put some time to.
Yeah, I love that. That is super cool.
Yeah, so if you go a couple below that to Panorama 1 is the end of the link address. That's the one that says summer. So not that one. Panorama
right here, yeah.
Yeah. So that one says summer, the other one says May, but it's different. I don't think there's any way for us to know
which one is which. They could be all the same
This
thing.
one's awesome, dude. 77.
No, because it says they're from different. One is Panorama 1 from Summer 71. One is the Collector number 23 from May 1971. So they're actually from different publications. So, dude, but somebody, Jesus, dude, they put in some time to
how did they find that?
It looks great, dude.
Yeah, he never sucked. Apparently,
What if it's like a newsletter, like a piece of paper that's just like folded? You know what I mean? And whatever.
Yeah, I mean, probably was
printed out flyers or whatever.
It probably was, man.
What is
Or
this?
newsprint
Weird
or
Tales
something
number
like that.
41.
Nah, you remember in school you used to get the newsletter for the week, and like you would read it off. You could follow along, and they would read it over the announcement.
This is the one I always see on eBay right here. This is a tough to find. This is his first cover.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Other than that playbill.
Yeah, other than the playbill. Yeah, you're right. Fucking A. Yeah, you can see this on eBay every once in a while. Man, this is crazy. I love, dude. I could get lost in this webpage right here. What is this? What did he do in here? A music magazine, music, technology, and style. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. He did a frickin' Betty Page pinup. Holy cow. That is sick. There you go. Be on the lookout for that one, you guys. Yeah, we could get lost in this page. Easy. Well, speaking of Dave Stevens,
I'm gonna quit paying attention.
Speaking of Dave Stevens, especially this book, we need to get into the market report because there was a fucking major sale of that book this week. That was just
really?
fucking
Higher?
bro. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So, I mean, I don't know if it was a high, but all the Dave Stevens stuff is so fucking super hot right now, and basically any grade. It's absolutely nuts. So let's get into the market report for April 3rd, 2024. Starting off with an interesting variant that we all know quite a bit about. Wolverine, the J. Scott Campbell Deadpool Wolverine cover. This is the Lamole version of it. Sold for $294 for the Lamole reprint.
That's high.
That is nuts. Raw? Holy shit. That's crazy. But, big sales on the regular make people want to get that book, and the Lamole was the first one to, or wasn't there one another foreign variant that reprinted it, like maybe Italy? I think I had one that I got. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's crazy, man. Raw, $295. And then we had I
was gonna say, I think there was a Mexico one, right?
I think that's
it.
Yeah, that's it. Josh says that's down for the Lamole. Wow.
Really? Okay.
Wow, I didn't know that it sold for more than that. That's crazy. Faust number 1, the first printing in a 9/8, only sold for $630.
Feels low, but I haven't looked it up.
That feels way low to me, man. I feel like that is a tough book.
Yeah, Mel would have lost his mind. He definitely dropped $630 on that.
Yeah. Maybe he did. We'll have to find out. And then anything Darkstalkers, man, I feel like is worth picking up these days. This is a book called Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge number 1 from Viz Comics in 1998. A 9/8 sold for $335. So that's pretty nuts. Next we have got a Raw Secret Wars number 8 Mark Jewelers that sold for $610. So
no CGC switching labels. So
no.
I guess you're good to go.
No. Speaking of feet earlier on in the show.
Wait a minute. Is that a real cover?
This is a sketch cover by Scott Blair, the guy that does Vampires vs.
Werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yeah, he does Vampires vs. Wolves or whatever, right?
Yeah, and he's dying of brain cancer right now. So he's...
Oh, no.
Yeah,
that sucks. I didn't know that.
It really sucks, yeah. I talked about it the other night. It's sad. But he's still selling his art. He's going to continue to sell art to make whatever time he has left with his friends and family, good for him. And then there will be still art available afterwards. But this is a sketch cover he did with, this is funny to me. I mean, this is so freaking hilarious. A feet cover.
Hilarious to you and fucking lovely to some people. Yo, look at that shit. It looks like they fucking jizzed on it already.
Hey, remember how we started the show? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember the heavy topic we were talking about?
Right.
Okay.
This is not
worse than
that.
All right.
Yeah.
This ain't shit.
So
Nah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Look,
I
Doc-
think that's funny though, because it's like a Walt Disney cover. It's like that is like exactly some fucking Disney shit.
And look, Doc Joe wanted it in the chat. He said, "I
Yeah.
wanted that one."
yeah,
But I probably would have bid on that shit. Just
$455. So go buy some Scott Blair art and sketchbooks, you guys. It's good, great art, and help him out. And then GI Combat number 87, the first appearance of Haunted Tank. Such a great classic cover on that book, and it's got the first Haunted Tank, sold for $636 raw. I don't know if it's probably low, just like everything else, but that's a cool book. I think that's a super cool book, and I think that would be a cool book to like homage. And instead of the pilots being alive, they should be zombies, and they're doing they're kamikaze zombies. But anyways, next, Captain Marvel number 5, the Russell Dodderman variant. So this book is
That just
a
came out a
monster.
couple months ago, didn't it?
No, this is the monster. Is this the one that came out a couple months ago? Yes, this is the Captain Marvel. I'm thinking of the
Early
Rogue.
new, yeah.
Yeah, the
That shit
Rogue.
came out like in January or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And so I don't know if this is first to market on the 9.8, but $330 for that 9.8 for the Captain Marvel
27
Dodderman.
bids?
At an auction too.
Yeah.
I bet it started at $1.
Yeah. Here's the Dave Stevens sale, Planet Comics number 1, a raw version. He says near mint 9.6 or better. $1,200 raw.
Just buy the 9.8
Wow.
for $5 less.
Yeah, right. Like,
Well,
what's the 9.8 cost? Because
I think the 9.8 is $1,200. I really
No,
just
the
thought
last
9.8
night-
was $1,200.
it could
the
be a
last
9.8
9.8
cover. It's just
last-
a cover.
The last 9.8 sold for $28.88.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and then the
Jesus.
sale before that was 22, almost 23.
Okay. I guess I see it. He better have more pictures
Yeah.
or a good return policy.
Yeah.
I'm not big on returns, dude. You sent me an 8.5 for $1,200. Sorry, buddy.
I'm asking for a
Blip
refund. Yeah.
Blip number 1 and a 9.8, 1950. So it's still like a healthy. You can still get a healthy price for that book, which is nice. It's not bad.
That's a book somebody will want for nostalgia purposes.
Oh
Sure.
yeah. Next, Beetlejuice number 1, the Harvey Publications from 1991. It's a newsstand in a 9.8, sold for $700.
I don't think the commercial was that good. I'm gonna
Crazy.
fucking see it the first weekend, but
Yeah,
I
hell
did
yeah.
love that cartoon was dope, and I did like the art.
That's a good point. The cartoon
agree.
was great. Also,
Yeah.
it's not just on the movie.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Taskmaster number 3, the 1 in 25, first appearance of Taiguchi, and I can't believe that a 9.8 copy is dipping below 300. I felt like that this was this was like an $800 book, right? Easy $800 book.
Yeah. God.
It's always been high.
This is
Yeah.
back to like release prices,
Yeah.
Yep.
maybe.
I agree.
Ooh.
It's low, man.
I moved on those 2 books at the right time.
Yep.
I thought I was late, like $700.
Yeah. Well, that Bloodstone 9.8, first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone, is another one of those books that was so strong for so long, and now it's $300 in a 9.8.
Wow.
I feel like it was that price raw.
Yes, easy.
100% it was.
Yes.
It absolutely was, dude. I had
like
2 that I saved forever that I put that I tagged from shows that I never sold them at. And I haven't sold it a show in like 6 years. And then got 9.8s and did really well. I think it's a great first appearance. It's a really good cover. There's a lot going on with it, but I just really I think the big deal about her playing this big role and showing up, and then they came with the fucking lackluster showing on Werewolf by Night, which I liked the show, but the Elsa wasn't the Elsa you thought you were gonna get. I think she's older. She had like black hair. Didn't do much in there, and it's like, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression sometimes.
Yep, that's true.
Did you watch the color version?
No, I didn't watch the color version.
Did they change her hair?
No.
All right, this blew me away. One of my top 5 all-time favorite covers, all-time favorite books, probably. G.I. Joe Special Number 1, the homage, Koblish McFarlane homage of Snake Eyes. Just such a beautiful cover, and even in a 9.6, it's that $530 is a healthy price for that. I know it's probably low, but considering what's going on, that's not bad. That should be a $1,000 9.8 easy, right? In my opinion,
I'm still sick over my sale.
What'd you sell?
I sold a 9.8 newsstand for $450.
Oh my god!
Time to list my 9.4
fucking
on eBay.
Losing jobs and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a book that I just won't sell. That's such a.
I haven't got another one. They were easy. I feel like they were easier to find. It's easy. It's not easy to find in high grade, but there used to always be them listed online. They're really easy to press because they're just basically as paper from 95. There's no gloss or anything.
Are they? Because I have a 9.4 and a 9.6. I feel like it's worth the gamble. It's worth the gamble.
Yeah, probably take a like I always said, just take a bright light to it. See if see how bad the color breaks are, or if they're just bends, you're good to go.
Okay, nice.
I think the back cover is black, which could make it a little tougher. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's got a video game thing ad on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the stressed out kid.
Yeah. Star Wars Thrawn #1, the Matina in a 9.8, sold for $1,600.
Dang. Mm-hmm. I want to say Joe sold his for like close to $3,000.
I felt like this book sold for like $4,500 at one point.
Yeah, this one was up there, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
in a big way.
Bryan was this. I mean, I feel like the Bryan was this.
Yeah.
It was like the Raws were like, yeah,
$800.
Yeah, $900.
Well, Joe found his copy at half price books.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's nuts. Well, if that's down, Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel, all 5 issues in 9.8 for $1,500 is way fucking down.
Oh, wow. Because that one book by itself sold for like $1,500 easily.
I think it was a $3,000.
Yeah.
I think it's $3,000 or $4,000.
That shit was a $1,500 raw.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that was like 2-3 years ago.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah.
There was so much hope for that character being in the MCU, and I remember Dennis saying it so early on that character will never be in the MCU for politics, if you know what I mean, for some stupid political reason. Always fucking politics. And that just broke my heart when I heard that, because it's such a good, cool character. I didn't care about the character until I read that Ultimates 2. I think it was the Ultimates 2 storyline that he was in. That was really fucking good. Man, there was so much hope back then for comic book.
Well, even that Ultimate Squad still has potential, but I mean, they just have to trigger. I mean, if he comes out with that and you buy it in at this, right? I mean, you made your. I mean, but let's be honest. The only book you really want is the first issue.
Yeah. You're right. I agree with you. It's a good time to be a buyer, and King of the Golden State says exactly that. Good time to be a buyer on that book. So, all right, another sale of the Mr. T. Not the color version. I have still not seen the color version. Only the black and white sales. $310 for a raw copy of the black and white Steranko. Great Steranko cover. Yeah,
that's sweet.
I'm really mad that I missed out on this middle book. Air Pirates Funnies #1, a 9.6, sold for only $338.
Dang, you're kicking yourself, huh?
Oh, bro, my heart hurts for missing out on that one. That's like such a grail for me, and I could have got it. That's the same thing that happened, the first time I missed out on my Spirit. Spirit Grail. I felt just so terrible. So I'll one will pop up and I'll find it for cheap. I somebody sent me this and out there. Shout out to whoever sent me it, and I just spaced on it, I guess, or something. I don't know. Maybe I looked at it when I was just super ripped. But yeah, the pink variant. There's a pink area. Shout out to Lazarus McFly. And then the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Val Staples 1 in 50. I don't know if this is a real sale, but that raw copy for $2,000, that's back up there for that book, man. Yeah.
How much is if it's 2 racks for a raw, like how much are we talking for the 9.8?
It's sold in a 9.8 for like $5,000. I know Brian Wood sold his for like
as high as
legit
6
sales.
or 8.
There's people buying these, for $5,000 at a rip. Like you've only seen a few sell, and it's been $5,000.
Yeah.
So it's that guy buying a plane ticket with $100,
right?
Yeah.
For the shipping.
Have Golden Age Guru fly to him to hand it off.
Man, I'm paying cash for that. I'm coming to your, I'm putting that on my carry-on with me.
Yeah.
So I had a 9.8 of that up for $250 on eBay, and then so Brian Wood hit me up and he was like, "Hey, can I buy this off eBay?" And I was like, "Hey, dude, look, there's another copy on eBay for like $175." I was like, "I'd rather just why don't you just I can't come down as low as that." So then he sold his for like $6,000, and I sold mine for the $250. Cool. I had fucking everything. I had every fucking modern variant, dude. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. How many Ultimate Fallout 4 variants I've had? 7. Fucking Christ.
Continuing, we've got a really tough to find Invincible variant. This is Invincible Returns #1, the Darwin Cook variant. As you can see, it still sells for a lot of money raw, $610 raw.
Wow.
Yeah. That is a rare fucking book. And then I like this purple 4th printing variant of Dr. Aphra of Star Wars or Darth Vader #3, the first Dr. Aphra, better than the LaRocca variant. It looks so good, the Audi Granov in the purple with the murder droids behind her. Like that, this should have been the 1 in 25 right here. Badly.
Yeah, it's a lot better than LaRocca.
Yeah,
I think the LaRocca.
I like the LaRocca.
The LaRocca just sold, but it was like $1,200.
Yeah,
I don't know if you got it on here or not. But.
Yeah, I saw that.
9.8.
Yeah,
I feel it wasn't it like $1,200 raw.
That was like a $2,000
but
9.8
easy.
It's
way down, dude.
It's way
Way
$3,000.
down.
I think it hit a high of $2,000 recorded like on sales and stuff like that. But
I mean, as a raw or at a 9.8.
It was like an $800 raw.
It's a recent sales in 9.8, but
yeah. And then
I think it's a good buy-in book for the Star Wars fans, though. Even though the price is down a little bit, I don't necessarily mean LaRocca, but it's like, dude, you can get a first print now for like $175, 9.8.
Oh
and
yeah,
the fans in the comics really like it. They don't quit with the series or anything like that.
They like the character. Yeah, that character.
I think it's at the right buy-in price for people now. There's a lot of them, but there's a lot of Star Wars fans.
Yep.
So.
I love this book too. I've said it many times. All New Wolverine #2, 1 in 25 variant. This is the homage to another book we talked about tonight, Wolverine or X-Men 133, with Wolverine in the sewers, and it's a fabulous cover. And a 9.8 sold for $600.
I hate being on the market report. I can't believe I missed this.
Right? It's terrible. It's rough. Some toys. We've got the Yak Face figure, AFA 85, one of the toughest figures to get in Star Wars, sold for $8,468. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And then this middle one is crazy to me. I'm gonna need some help from some people out there. I think gashapon is like vending toys in Japan, right? Isn't that a word for like the toys you can get in like vending machines? Gashapon, or am I wrong about that?
I think so. Those balls.
Yeah, I think so.
Balls.
Yeah, but I could be wrong. But this is sick. This is the middle Voltron, and you can see where you can put on the other lions, connect the other lions to them. So that would be super cool to have as a kid. This sold just the middle lion of those little gumball vending toys, $200 for this thing from the 80s. Can you imagine finding the other ones? How hard that is to find the other ones. And then this is crazy. 7 G.I. Joe figures with some parts and maybe some weapons, but from the personal collection of Larry Hama, who created most of these characters. Yeah, $445 on 49 bids. So pretty cool.
Do they do like pedigree notations, stuff like that on like AFA grading?
I bet you they would. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't know for sure though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask Nate next time I get a hold of him.
This is cool, and we need to find out what this is too. So 2 of Ace. So the figure on the left is the real Ace that came with the Sky Striker, the G.I. Joe Sky Striker. The figure on the right is a repaint of Ace with a different head that I've never seen, and I don't know where that figure came from. An Ace figure usually I don't think would sell for $185 by itself, so they must have been going after that figure on the right. And so I don't know where that figure came from, so that's another one that we're going to need some help on. Anybody in the comments or in the chat, let us know. And then, dude, this is crazy. I want to say that I think Hood might have this, or he's talked about having it. He might have it sealed. The original lightsaber toy, inflatable lightsaber, and if you don't know this, it was the yellow lightsaber, which is so crazy, and it's sold for $2,300 this week, in a sealed box. Yeah.
Everything's just a pissing contest these days.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to call Cap because I'm like, if I had that shit, I don't care. You have to pry that shit out of my fingers. Like, I never sell that shit. like, I even feel like that's just somebody took a picture and just like one bid. Like, yeah, I bought it for this, but I'll never sell it. Like, like I just set the market. Like, I go find one.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And next to it is it's not a super rare thing. I mean, it's rare, but not super rare, but it's still cool. Empire Strikes Back one sheet movie poster, and it's one of my favorite Star Wars movie posters. Just Darth Vader, the helmet, and it's just such a cool. I would love to have an original like that framed. Get it nice and pressed. Maybe get one of my pressers to help figure out a way to press that in a good way and take out those folds if we can, and then throw it in a nice frame. Ooh, man, that would look good. So $204 I'd pay for that in a heartbeat for that book, or I mean that poster. So all right, we have some more stuff, some Nintendo stuff, Nintendo Power specifically. Nintendo Power, another sample copy, not in the best condition, but complete, with the poster, fold-out poster, sold for $344 raw. That's such a tough book, you guys. And even tougher than that, before Nintendo Power, there was the Nintendo Fun Club news pamphlets that they would send out. These turned into Nintendo Power. In order to get the sample copy, you had to be part of the Fun Club news group. And this is all the Fun Club stuff, which is so freaking rare, you guys. It's sold for $3,500. Super.
You used to buy the Nintendo would come with that application inside of it, remember?
Yep.
It was like inside of the warranty. You send out and you got the free subscription for a couple of months of Nintendo Power, or for the whole year, and then like all the little newsletters or whatever they sent you every month.
Hell yeah. Yep. And there was a couple really good old school Source magazine sales this week, but this one is the best. The Yeezee one from December 1990, $171. Can you imagine having a really nice copy of that high grade? How much that would sell for?
Could you imagine buying that at 7-Eleven after school one day?
100%.
That was me.
Yep.
Fucking in 8th grade.
100%. And then we got a couple more to go here, you guys. Let me show you this. These ones are some interesting sales I saw that need a little bit more closer attention. Crime Suspense Stories 22, the famous decapitated head cover, axe murderer cover, sold for $6,000. I don't know if that's down or not, but that's such a tough book. I know Nate was on the search for one of these at one point. Check this out. This is a comic lot. Sold for $10,000, 53 bids. Here's what you get. You get a Hulk 181 8.5, a Amazing Spider-Man 129 9.4, Amazing Spider-Man 300 9.8 with the Spider-Man label. Justice League of America, who cares about that? And another 9.6 Amazing Spider-Man and another 9.4. This sold for $10,000.
the Justice League?
It
seems like a great deal.
Yeah. Let me see here. Who signed it?
8.5 181.
Signed by George Perez. Yeah.
Oh, okay. At least it's a good
9.6.
sig.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got a 9.6, a 9.8, and a 9.4 of 300. $10,000.
I would have made more for piecing it out instead of a lot.
Bro, I feel like that Hulk 8.5 should sell for $10,000. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, am I tripping? Am I not knowing what the value of it is right now? But I feel like
that's a good buy.
8.5 is at least $7,000.
Jeez.
Well, and then ASM,
I'd take the 129 out of all of them.
The ASM 9.8
for the grade
9.8 is like what, $3,000 still?
Yeah, it's $3,000 easy, dude.
Yeah.
What a great buy.
Yeah, it's a good deal. It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yep.
Officially jealous.
2 tough DC Universe items sold this week. This is a DC Universe 2-pack. You've got the Wonder Woman Bryan Bolin cover of Wonder Woman 92, and then a Superboy 10, and it's sealed. Sold for $500. And another one with a Wonder Woman 91 Bryan Bolin cover and a Robin number 12, both DC Universe variants, sold for $400. So, craziness. This right here really intrigues me, and I want to learn more about this. Mickey Mouse Magazine number 6. It is a dairy promotion on the back for New Haven Dairy. And on the front, it's a baseball cover with Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Good luck finding that in New York.
Good luck finding that shit anywhere. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying, and that's local to like Long Island and shit.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like Connecticut. Tri-state, finding that shit.
$650.
The Comics King with 2 Ks and no feedback in history.
No feedback, yeah.
Kind of surprised that name wasn't taken until like the other day.
Yeah. A Marvel Family number 150 sold for $7,500. Shout out to John Z. Tough book. This one's crazy too. They call it the Holy Grail of giveaway comics. I don't know if that's true, but it's 1949 Pittsburgh Post Gazette Sunday Funnies. Yep. Dick Tracy. Look at this. You got the Saint, the Gumps, Terry and the Pirates, Brenda Starr, Gasoline Alley, Archie, Early Archie, Superman, and Dick Tracy. This is crazy, man. For a giveaway and a Post Gazette, and it's comic style. It's got early Superman in it. Visits Pittsburgh and foils the vicious spy ring. Original stories, super rare. There's Dick Tracy. So sold for $665. I feel like this should sell for more than that, but I could be wrong. It's got the stamp on it. 220 West 42nd Street.
That's a condition, man.
Yeah,
that's a great grade in Send It to Heritage book.
Yep.
Not an eBay book.
Yep. You're right.
Somebody just sell it, get rid of it.
Found it in a garage sale or an estate sale. All right, the Amazing Spider-Man 700 Ditko variant, the original AF-15 art, signed by Stan Lee and signed, sketched, and signed as Stanley Martin Lieber instead of Stan Lee.
On his birthday.
On his birthday, Stanley Martin Lieber. Look at that.
How many people do you think held his hand to draw that circle
and
put the webs through it?
A ton.
Because that was during like
two.
the release of this book, right? And it was because they always held that event in Dallas for his birthday event.
Oh,
for
wow.
whatever reason.
So for
Could depend on who
1825.
submitted it, because it definitely doesn't mean it got submitted on the same day.
Yeah.
True.
So just under $2,000 for it. 9.2. This is cool. How about some Jack Kirby original art? Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 142, signed also by Jack Kirby. Sold for $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at this. This is crazy. It says here it sold in January 15, 2023 for $4,500. And they decided to resell it on eBay. What a bunch of idiots.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Signed by Jack Kirby.
Oh,
You went
wow.
to an auction and then you're going to sell it on eBay?
They took a loss. They took a $1,500 loss on it.
I don't get that. Like, why wouldn't you not go back to
Heritage?
Bought it from and
Yeah.
say, hey, look, let me put it back on.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like on Heritage lots that end, you can send offers to the buyer. Like,
Yep.
yeah. So
I mean, they're going to take their piece anyway, but I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm surprised they didn't get any offers originally.
he probably was desperate for some money.
Yeah. This is a crazy book. Tomb of Terror, number 16, in beautiful conditions, raw. It sold for $1,700. Look at this cover. I love this fucking cover, man.
That is fucking awesome.
Right?
Yeah, that's good, man. I haven't paid much attention to that one.
Yeah, look how,
To tell you the truth, I'm surprised this one doesn't get more love, dude.
Right?
I fucking love that. Yeah.
So that one sold for $1,700 raw. Next we have, this is a conundrum. Did you guys see this? Did they talk about this on Monday night?
No.
I don't know.
I wasn't there for Market Report.
So this sold for $18,000. This is Gobbledygook 1 and 2. Of course, Gobbledygook number 1 has the first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anywhere. Let me go ahead and show you guys right here. It's the back cover, I think, right? I might be wrong about that, but
It's like an ad or something like that,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, right there.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Come on, what's going on here?
Or is it the back? Or is it the back inside cover?
I know that's what it is, but fuck. I would rather have the issue.
Well, this is, yeah, I agree with you, but this was always. I remember Wizard when we were kids. This was more than number 1 than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, I
number 1.
remember. I totally remember.
Yeah,
bro.
but
I went to the store. I remember when this comic came out, dude. I was in elementary school, and I begged my mom to take me to like every comic book store to try and find this shit, and it was sold out everywhere, bro. That was why all those prints. It kept selling out. And then, like, you had to be 18 some spots, so they would have it, but they wouldn't sell it to you. Like, when you see it, you try and buy it and they'd be like, oh no, you have to bring your parents back. So then he'd be gone. And it was, dude, that book was so hard to get even then. So believe me, I get it. But 18 grand for just that. Man,
well, you're kind of right, Remo, because it must have not gone through, and they sold it the next day again for $13,300.
But isn't this book counterfeited?
That's what I'm saying. That too. Yeah.
I know
it's like one of the most common.
I don't know if this book is super counterfeited. I could be wrong.
No, it is. There's
a
lot of people. Yeah, that's the issue with the book is. If that's probably why it sold for as much, it's because it was verified that it's a real deal. Because they, it's already just like a copier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was like a DIY book or whatever that like Eastman and Laird did together, right?
Yeah.
And so like they always have to send it, like, because do they grade them? I can't remember. But whatever they
do. I don't think they do because there is counterfeits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think they've had to like verify with Eastman, or at least Eastman, to see if they're real or not, or something.
Yeah, like they have to ask them because they know there's certain things that they know make it real.
Yeah.
Wow, it says here he got this in a recent estate sale in Ashland, Oregon. If you Google his name and the town Ashland, Oregon, let's check this out. Hold on here. Ashland, Oregon, and who was the name? Dale Luciano. Okay, let's look this up. This could be absolutely crazy. Dale Luciano auction. Estate sale. Here we go. Is this it? This might be it. Estate sale. Ashland, Oregon. Dale Luciano. Ashland Theater. Anyways, I'm not going to... This should be easier to look up than that. But anyways, I don't know what happened with this. 2 sales. I don't know if this one finally went through or not, but we'll have to find out more if anybody knows. Next, we've got a raw Drajevic Ultimate Fallout 4 variant sold for just under $1,000.
Thing's fucked up, dude.
It is fucked up. This is a Five Below pack right here for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm paying $9.11 for that.
Whoever wants that just wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your grill.
Yeah,
it doesn't look too bad. Throw it in the Mylar. Put it on this.
For $1,000 though, man.
How about this one?
That's the expensive reader copy.
Slick Chick Comics #1. It is a Edgar Church Mile High Pedigree 7.5. Look how cool this freaking book is. This right here.
She's getting fresh.
Right? $547 you could have had a Mile High Edgar Church copy. Look at these books that these people sold this week. Hold on here. Let me go. Sellers, other items. There was some crazy sales from this person this week. Look at all these Rangers comics. 8.5. Old school Patsy Walker. Like, look at these. Another Church Mile High Blue Beetle, a 9.0, 850. I mean, Jumbo Comics with the Lion cover, 8.0. Couple more Jumbo Comics, the Lion. They're all Lion fucking covers. I mean, Planet Comics, number 53, a Matt Baker. There's the Killer Frazetta Weird Science Fantasy. So they had a bunch of crazy books that they were selling, but you could have had a Mile High Edgar Church Pedigree cool book for $547.
Slick chick.
Yep. All right. Got 3 more to show you guys. 2 of them are lots, G.I. Joe lots. Now, this lot sold for $2,175. Let's see why this lot sold for so much. I don't know. We're going to take a look, though. We got a lot of great Joes. You've got, I see Timberwolf there, so there you go. Hopefully a Snake Eyes in here. You got Jinx, Storm Shadow version 2, Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders. You've got some fake G.I. Joes, Tunnel Rat, Chuckles, Sergeant Slaughter. Don't see anything. There's a couple vehicle driver figures. Nothing crazy. There's Shockwave, Big Lob. Look at that. That's a cool figure right there. I think that's a G.I. Joe Con figure. That's one of those tough figures that we talked about the other week. And then you've got second version of Stalker, which was such a cool figure to me. And then the Defiant drivers right there. Both those two figures are super rare. You got the astronaut and the driver. Man, those are... And then look, you can see the Defiant stuff right there. Mercer... Yeah. Mercer version 2 is such a great figure, but he's not rare. So we know that you got those two figures super rare. I saw all their I don't know who that figure is right there, but that figure right there is a cool figure, Mercer. I see, look at that. Oh man, these are rare figures right here. That's why they sold for so much. And all their accessories are in there.
That's awesome.
Right? Look at all that. Damn. Sold for $2,000. Next we have another lot. Now this lot is super cool. I wish Vinny was here for this. So this sold for $425. These are the Sergeant Slaughter Marauder figures that they made of just repaints of like Low Light, Sergeant Slaughter, Mutt and Junkyard, Barbecue, Spirit. But I see broken figures in the back, and I see the original Zartan. Look at this.
With the chest plate.
Yeah. How about a carded Zartan figure? Never, ever did they make this card in the United States. They made it in Japan and India. This is the Indian version, the Fun School version. I have one of these. So $425 for this. And then finally, this is super cool. Science and Invention, August 1923 science fiction magazine. Sold for $688. Look how gorgeous this cover art is. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I don't know, like, that's from the 1920s. Before we even knew what space really was. Absolutely beautiful. And it sold for a nice chunk of change. Look at this. The Man from Adam. They 50 years away from even sniffing space. And they did a good job. Kind of trying to figure out what it was. $688. And
makes you say,
yeah, exactly. And that is the market report for April 3rd. 2024.
So, hey, I actually got something because I heard you mention something a couple months back, and I haven't been on any shows in a while. So this kind of goes back to 2023. But growing up, my brother was like in BMX, and he was always like a state champion and shit. So I've always been into BMX, know all the companies and everything. So, but the artist Damian Fulton, he finally compiled all of the comic strips from BMX Plus magazine for Radical Rick, and I was fortunate enough to be on it from the beginning. So I was part of the whole Kickstarter for it's been about 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer, and he finally put it out. So I bought 2. So I got the Radical Rick.
All
of the books. So.
That is sick.
Oh, that's dope.
Wow. Look
it's
at
got
that.
all of the comics inside from all of the issues going back for about 20, 30 years, man. Started from the very beginning, tells all the history through all the issues, one cohesive, all the artwork, man. I mean, Damian Fulton is the shit, bro.
Wow, dude. Yeah, we gotta look. Let's look that up because that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this, you guys.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this since I was like 9 years old, man. I used to take the magazines and I would buy 2 at the grocery store, and then one I would cut the comic strip out and I would put it into like I would take it to school and I would compile them and I would have a whole comic book at the end of the year.
Wow.
Just radical way. So
Oh, that's
I've been
cool.
doing this for years, man. So I bought one for my brother and gave it to him for his birthday in December, and then I kept the other one.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. Hold on, let's watch this.
I'm so happy to share with you that this book that I've been working on for years and years and years, the complete episodes of Radical Rick, is now available. Well, not now. Nope. This Friday, limited copies. This beautiful hardcover book. There's only going to be 400 of them. There'll be a special edition that will be available. More details later. It comes in this awesome box with all kinds of rad stuff all over it. Anyway, happy to tell you, yes, I can confirm this Friday.
That's sick, dude. That's super cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna love this.
So there's only 400 of them, and like he didn't. I don't even think he wanted to press up like what he did. So he did it, and like if he said there may be a second print that may come out later down the road, but it won't be as robust as this.
That's awesome,
So I'm
dude.
glad I got this shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for this
cool.
shit for years, man. Like years.
Yeah, people
Worth
are
the
gonna be
wait.
stoked. Yeah,
It was definitely I got mine. I've got both of them, and I'm like, fuck, man. I want to read it, and I'm like, I want to look at it. So I'm opening it up. My brother was like, I called my brother. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, man, I'm in my office, man. He's like, I'm flipping through this book. I'm reading this shit. What do you think? I was like, you might want to look it up. It might be worth some money. He was like, I give a fuck. He's like, I read this shit. It's like, it's going right over my office. So.
That's the right
sick,
answer,
dude.
though, man.
Yeah.
Leg, you got some pickups too,
I wish that
right?
was always my answer. Let's put it that way. Dude.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this book. I mean, I kind of look online. I actually checked before. I seen one copy, but nobody's selling that shit, man. It's like
Yeah, it's sold out. Yep. Leg, you also got some pickups, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at. Talk about WonderCon. You kind of did talk about it a little bit. You said overall, what'd you think?
Yeah. So there was that the corporate side. It's been. You guys can anybody can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like each show has dwindled slightly, depending. I don't know. Everything I go, just a little year by year, man. People quit going in public to do shit, and I feel. However you feel, whatever you want to feel about 2020 and pandemic, etc. It conditioned a lot of people to stay home, I think, in one way or shape or form. And so, whereas this show would have been sold out, at least Friday and Saturday, and for sure Saturday would have been sold out at least 2 months ahead of time. Any of those shows were for at least Saturday. LA Comic Con, which was Stanley's Kamikaze. San Diego still is San Diego. It's a different animal. It's a worldwide event, really. So I don't really compare that one at all. I haven't been to New York. I know I haven't been to Baltimore in 2 years, but the Vegas ones have sucked. This one has sucked. One gets a little better is Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario, but it's really small and it's 2 days, and really only needs to be one. But I'm glad it's 2. So I still enjoy the show. I'm glad it's easier for me that I can walk wherever I want, get wherever I want, see wherever I want, buy whatever I want. I don't have people running me over. Is that convenient for me? Yeah, but I would rather see comics do better. I'd rather see cons do better. I'd rather see more people out. Do I want to wait in lines and run people over? No, but I want the whole business side of this to just work better. So when you don't have a sponsor for the lanyards, you don't have they're not scanning you in and out. They're not even scanning you in, right? They're barely got to turn this over. I hate to even say this, there's like no security.
Why do you think
like
it was like that?
Cosplay check, dude. I've never been there without at least a bag check, if not a metal detector. You know, and like, do I like the world better? Where I feel like I'm okay and I can go in like that. But yeah, I purposely leave metal things that, you know, I don't show up with a gun or anything. But like, you know, I'm cognizant of like what's in your pockets and things like that. You know, I don't bring a pocket knife or anything like that. So which normally I have. So so I don't know. I had a really good time. I mean, it was a good show as far as that. We were able to. So Drew wanted comics. Sean Kirk and Big Clutch, and I did a signing with Murat Michaels. I was there literally to fix any books that might be messed up as much as I can in a hotel room, using what tools I can, not like a press, and also, you know, to clean them up and things of that nature, which I didn't have much to do, and they're almost all brand new Do You Poo kind of books. And he had his new shoe books and stuff. He had different things like that. And those books they're printed actually in I asked Murat, we got sidetracked before he gave me an exact answer, but I think they're printed in Arizona somewhere. And the printing is just great on them, to be honest with you. There's like not much of a job for me to do on those books. If they take a hit, they're going to be really tough to fix, but they come out perfect. So if you bag and board them, you're pretty much good to go. So it was nice to do that with Murat in there. Good to see Bad Idea and see Dinesh on Saturday. Chris Colbert, our friend, to hang out with him. Cover price, of course. Thank you, Matt. Get a ticket from Matt there. Dinesh I left the book in the other room, but so the Bad Idea panel was Sunday. So that was one of the last things I did. But pretty much just walk around and just have a good time. It's downtown Disney, so there's a lot of restaurants. Anaheim, Orange County is not as much of a nightlife place as LA. So you can probably imagine where men end up if they go out.
Uh-huh.
Strip club.
I said imagine there.
Clubs.
But like we have so just go out, have a good time. You know, that's one of my it's like when it's half work, half getaway, half just, you know, have a good time and do your comic book stuff. So WinterCon's great. I encourage that. I want to think of a way. Bryan, you're doing, you know, with your industry show, maybe this is a topic. We need to get the companies involved on the ground freaking level. We need to get Marvel, DC, Image somewhere besides like New York and San Diego. Get them back out there. They used to show up at all these cons. What's DC booth gonna have? What's the exclusive Marvel gonna have? You used to be able to look up WonderCon exclusives, MegaCon exclusives, and they not be from a retailer on an independent thing or an art book or whatever anybody's doing these days. I don't know if he covered Mad Love quitting, but anyway.
Yeah, no, he came on the show last night and talked about it.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I didn't see last night, and that's real.
Yeah, no, he's not quitting. This is actually really cool. He's stopping. He's not going to do the art book anymore. He's actually going to start developing his own original IP and do sequential storytelling comic books.
Okay. Well, good for him. But I wasn't mad at him doing art books in the first place, to tell you the truth. So
agree.
But then that could go back to, you can call people creepy. I don't like seeing 11-year-old comic girls drawn naked. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't need Ahsoka's pussy, but so sorry.
That's for the ones they've never had it before.
So anyway, I like that. WinterCon was cool. I got some good pickups, some good vendors there. Some I wish were there that weren't. It seemed to go okay for people. Clutch was set up. He did all right. He did really well on Friday, but they also, I feel like when they have the bigger show, they necessitate people being able to go more. Like a comic guy like us, we can go in on the Friday show, and basically, if you're not really interested in seeing the whole show, like all the extra, the T-shirts, Artist Alley, all that, and if you're going to take your time to buy comics and dig, and without all that extra stuff, you can get it done in a day, maybe two, maybe a day and a half. You can get in and get out of there if you know what you're specifically looking for. I know what my cup of tea is. I try to get 9/8 on things. You'll see from the pickups and things like that I do. But I like seeing the whole thing. I go for all 3 days, and it's only an hour and a half drive for me. But I stay in a hotel right next door and have a good time. Walk back and forth. Stop in. Long day. Put your feet up. Have a cocktail. Go back in the con. Then spend more money because you had some cocktails. But whatever.
Yeah.
And then so it's a good time. So WonderCon was great. It was good to see everybody to do stuff. Okay, so I'll throw some pickup. Move the mic a little. So let me see. Okay, so first, actually, okay, I'm glad Yeezee's on here. So I'll move this back. I grabbed some albums, and they're not only ones like first printing, but I need to get record player stuff. But this guy just had a bunch of ones that I really, really enjoy. I wish this was maroon. But we've got Face to Face, Don't Turn Away.
Wow!
Oh, so nice.
Kind of love Face to Face. They actually, so where I went to high school, Victorville, California. They actually are from there. I actually know Keith's dad because he lived out here in my small area. So I got on the list for them one time. So some of these I bought because even though they're like this is new. I wish it was maroon, but I like it enough that it's a cool story. Stuff like that. So I grabbed some of these that are printings of my favorite albums because the guy had them and I was just feeling really good. Cool. So we're gonna straight go with Operation Ivy as well.
Wow!
Hell yeah!
A demo on there. So for energy demo on that at Punk Rock Bowling last year, I was able to see Suicidal play this exact album. So
hell yeah!
We're going with this. This is their first album, basically self-titled. This is just great and absolutely raw.
Classic album.
This is for my boy Aaron, who knows nothing of this world, so he's not watching, so not ruining his birthday present. But this is kind of off Heavy Petting Zoo. Here's no effects for Eating Lamb. Right?
Yes,
so let's go. Right.
I bought that album just for the cover. I remember at Amoeba Records in Berkeley, probably in like '96.
Really?
Around that time, '96,
awesome,
right?
Yeah, that's a good record store to buy it from too.
Heavy Petting Zoo, and I was just like, you know what? This is the record. It's here.
Yeah,
I was like, Aaron fucking needs this, dude.
Is it sealed?
So that's his. It is. It's not. It's a limited edition later. It's not.
Okay,
it's not
later printing.
There's a picture disc too, and then there's like a 45. Like,
wow.
Okay,
I remember
because I'll look more into it, but I'll see. And I had to do this, and this is one of the first bands that I ever saw in the '90s was China White. So this actually this is original pressing from 1982 of China White's Danger Zone.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna assume this is somewhere LA or the Valley. Printed from Frontier in Sun Valley. So it says 82 press.
It's like Reseda.
91. Yeah, basically. So you see the dead body on there. So this is so this thing is badass. The guy's like, oh fuck. He's like, you're buying this? I'm like, you put it for fucking sale, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of shit I wanted, but of the bands that I like with like something that seems like this doesn't need to stay on there, that's for sure. It's like a sort of an original pressing.
Nostalgia,
I was like, that's okay. And dude, it was like $25. I was like, this is not
Jesus.
for any longer. And I was laughing. I was like thinking, I was like, you know what? I know how to clean all this. And I was like, nah, that's not cool if I clean all
right? Crazy,
dude, I'm sitting there. I'm at the grocery store. I pick up a magazine. I automatically start grading it. Like, fuck.
It's funny because I went record shopping on Friday as well, man.
Nice.
These are cool because these are actually the music based ones. So you'll see a theme here. But I got a bunch of these are gonna be gifts, and there are multiples at like $2. But I didn't even know they made all these, but they have all these ones for different bands.
Whoa!
So we've got some story of like Sublime. Oh,
That's a cool book.
You'll like this little stack, Brian. So I've got a Primus.
Whoa!
Nice.
Yeah. So I kept going, and I know which ones I would get for me, which ones for other people. And when they had multiples, I just buy a couple. These are $2. So we've got a Mastodon.
Nice.
Right? Slayer.
Hell yeah.
I'm not as big on the metal stuff, but they're good, dude. The Pantera.
Whoa!
I have friends that are for sure gonna put these on the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna decide whether I'm gonna bother to 9.8 these for them, or if I'm just gonna give them to them in like something clear in a top loader.
When were these produced?
Like in the last couple of years.
Oh wow!
I don't know. I need to do more research because it's only Sunday. I talked to the guy for a while, so they come out with Here's the Misfits. They come out with the black and whites.
Oh, that's badass.
Dude.
I've seen that in like Google searches before, but I didn't know if it actually existed or not.
I was like, fucking kidding me? And then the same guy that's getting the album's obviously gonna get a $2 comic book with it. So how the fuck is that not gonna
I have that. I actually have
Do
that.
you?
Yeah.
It says volume 2. I need to find whatever it has.
Yeah, I found that.
Fat Mike's his fucking hero, and he does. Oh, do you know what I got last year? Because we buy each other. It's my my best friend here in town, and we buy each other just like a useful gift that men would like. Like he got me like a boat cooler. I got him an expensive stretchy belt that I wear because neither of us are skinny, and holds our pants up good. And then last year he got me the Nixon Tupac watch.
Oh yeah.
And I got him the Fat Mike limited bobblehead. And it's sweet because he had the Bad Religion shirt on it.
That'd be a cool book to get.
But I got to look into it. It says volume 2, so I need to see if there's more or what I can do on there, or if I get them. I'll probably be the first one to ever grade him. I'll be like, dude, you got the only 9.8, but nobody else graded any. You know,
so that's a cool one. That's a real cool one.
And this was their new one. I wasn't necessarily gonna buy it, but he's like, "Oh, take the new Iron Maiden." And I like
Nate's probably stoked about that.
And this is a metal Sublime.
Oh, that's sick.
They had metals, dude. They were out of the metals that I wanted. They're out of the NoFX metals. They're out of the Misfits metals. And then this is I actually like the other Sublime cover, but it has just
Dog,
they did. So those were $30 or $2 each. I got to at least buy one $30 comic with them.
Yeah.
Right? You know. So anyway, there's those. So those were my music selections. Comics. So I only bought Raws. As usual for me. Unless there's some people with like slab blowouts and I'm doing lives. Anyway, this one. So most of these are what stuff I'm trying to grade or old. This is my only. This is a dollar bin.
Wow.
And it is tore up, right? But it's it's the black and white, not for resale.
Tough.
I'm gonna do some work to clean this puppy up.
Nice.
But I literally was shopping for Drew in this dollar bin because I know what sells really well for him.
Yeah.
When we stand there talking to somebody, just start digging and stuff. And it's like, dude, I can't fill my closet with all this dollar stuff, but I know there's like a $10, $20 book on here. He's like, oh, is there good stuff in here? I'm all, everything here is yours. And he says, well, I'll take whatever you want, and then I'll buy the rest. And I'm, so spent a whole $15, and I took one book. And you got to find. So this is in half off places. You don't see this. So this one, I think this one might be a gift too. I don't know if I can grade this one, but I don't know here. But
that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love this stuff. Again. Oh yeah, and same thing here. And again, so this was half. So before half in cash. Yeah, I think this 9.8 chance for $4.
Wow.
It's a lot more expensive book than that. So I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Same with Spawn. Trying to any of these Spawns. So these are all the same half off guys. Wow. So all I did was pick through his stuff and try to find. These are all things I'm trying to 9.8.
Yep.
So Gen 13 sets,
Yep.
Stuff like that. And then great cover, and also these have been easier to find lately, and the prices haven't the prices have come down on that original Deadpool series.
Yeah.
It used to be every single book was at least $10.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably why this was in the half off before cash pin at $10, right? But this one at 9.8 and anything with seal themed women on them or whatever is helpful. The next, there we go. So this one I'm gonna try to fix up.
Nice.
So I think I paid 80 for this, but it's at least 150 raw. And the last time I bought one raw, I got a 9.8 and sold it for $1,000 or something. So that's worth it. Plus, I just love that book.
Are you just a magnet for that book or something like that?
I guess when I see it on the wall, and it's weird because my 9.8 had scratches, and the guy that I bought it from graded it 9.6, and I didn't have it as high, and I got a 9.8 out of it. So I'm a little less leery maybe now. Especially paying, and I paid the same thing, $60 or $80 last time from the guy. So here we go. So we hit found a guy. He says, "Oh, hey, so you know, before you start digging, everything I've got is 2010 to like last week variants. I don't have any other stuff." And I said, "I found the right place, man. Don't worry, I'm gonna look through everything you have." And also, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I had a Red Raiders hat on," and he says, "Oh yeah, that's been my team since I got here from Eastern Europe in the '90s," and started telling me about Bo Jackson. I was like, "I'm buying something from you, dude. Like, we're good." So dude, man, great cash prizes for these two. So same thing. So some Tomb Raiders. It's got the Tony Daniel, the same number 32, Tony Daniel and AH. Okay, nice. With that. I keep buying with the Scotties. When you especially find the Scotties cheap in Avengers Arena 1, this one doesn't get as much love, but it's also first Cullen Bunn.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good spec series. He had a few of these, so I picked his two best. But some Art Adams Justice League.
Beautiful.
Don't see these too often either, but again.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, and you know what? I never sleep on the Quesada variants. So I know there's a sketch of this as well, but these things are tough to find. And this one I didn't know existed, but I really love the cover.
Yes.
This is Avengers Academy 2. Is it it's Amanda Connor.
25th anniversary homage.
Yeah, Women of Marvel, the WOM. That's good too. I love all the Uncanny X-Force ones too, so I couldn't leave this Angel behind. Another tough book to find. I was like, dude, you have variants. I can get a bunch and get a cash discount. This is what I'm doing. Again, so the thing is, I want to keep track of these and see what I grade. I did last year, and let's just say it worked out well. I found this. Dude, I have not seen this item before. This is Army of Darkness from the Ashes #3.
Whoa, that is awesome.
I've never seen this before, man.
That is sick.
That is dope.
I got to find that.
Dude, yeah, Army of Darkness from the Ashes, #3. And yeah, so I had to go with that. And then, before Cassie had this marked at $10. So I don't know what the group discount would be, but that's the kind of one where I'm just like, I'm taking that. That has to go. And this one you never see in person, so I was pretty excited about because I've never had this Ghost Rider 77.
Yeah.
And out of those, this is one of the ones, the Scrolls variant. Yeah, this is the one I was like, because this was just this one cost more. So I said I did have to take a look at. I did check the back on this anyway, to make sure I could just get to reasonability level. I think that's. Oh, so the next guy that had like this like punk rock stand, and he just had books marked super cheap. And again another cash. So these next like 12 books I paid $40 for or something. So the Campbell Divas doesn't always get a ton of love, but kind of love that one. If this, I have no idea why I had this labeled at $15 to start because it's a lot higher grade. It's a lot more expensive than that higher grade.
Yeah.
This is I think 90, 94, 93 Lady Death Chromium.
Yep.
93 it says on the cover here, and so I think this is 9.8, and that pays for all these books. Like the Vampirella annual sitting in there, $4 price tag.
Nice.
You know, all his Vampirellas are so good. I don't know if he devalues some of them, but like some of them are just killer. That's one of my favorites. There's a variant for this too, like just different color. Also, more Sweden, however the fuck you say it. Let's go with the double Bruce right here. So we got Zombie Bruce and regular Bruce.
Very cool. Yep, that's
Right.
a Tony Fleece series. Shout out to Tony Fleece.
Yeah, shout out Tony. So yeah, love those. They suck. Dynamite sucks to press. Wasn't all of them, but whatever. Still with the high grade Catwoman. Not leaving that.
Wow.
Not leaving that. Again, gradable. A little Tim Drake action going on here. Art term.
Nice. Great Clayface cover.
Then we've got some these Shannas. I mean, it's whatever, but they're Chos.
Yep.
That one kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And this is number 1. So
wow.
Yeah. So I just don't see those Chos. And like, dude, it wasn't traditionally a comic stand. It's sometimes you're like, okay, this guy's selling all horror or stuff like this, and I'm like, he's just selling the stuff he likes to collect, and they became worth something. Then one final stop was somewhere Chris absolutely killed it. He got a ASM1 annual for $75.
Oh. Beat
the shit with extra staples, but do you care?
No.
It's complete.
Yeah.
So this one, sleeper, not sleeper, but like this is their first new costume.
Yep.
I feel like this book should get more love than it does. I think it was Phil first pointing that out to me a couple years ago. And so anyway, X-Men 39, guys. I tripled money on a high grade copy, grabbed this one. So I got these next books for like $200 together. I got 6 more books. Another high grade 45, 2 great characters with Quicksilver and Cyclops on there.
Beautiful.
So the OG X-Men 45, and this guy had multiples of all these. So I'm just picking up in the ones that are not priced. And he starts with like, you want to do this the easy or the hard way? I said, what's the easy way? He said we started at about $50 each. And then so basically I got 2 free off that. So we're going with this. So any of the early X-Men's with the brighter covers, I like. Not when they come into the reprints. If you don't know what the reprints are, look them up. You can skip those.
Yep.
Not in high grade. But same thing with Fantastic Four. Anything with Doom on the cover. I love these, and these are bright, nice copies. I can't wait to actually take them out and go through them.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about that. This meant so much in the movies, and this has always been one of my favorite covers of all time.
Oh yeah.
The Tells Us Suspense 80. So he holds the cosmic cube with the skull.
Killer cover.
The cap there. Oh yeah, I can't tell you. I just love it. It's just like all the magic, everything going down on it. And then this was the steal in there because I didn't. Oh, this thing has gone up, but it's about a 5055, but Fantastic 450 was in there.
Wow.
And so when I realized like the dude was going 50, and I know we're gonna work cash down from there, starting at 6 books and getting them closer to 200. I think this thing's selling for a good amount over that by itself. So it was good to go with that.
Killer, bro.
That's all the fun I had all weekend. That's it. And you can look online. Other than the free book I got from Dinesh.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good shit, you guys.
Bridge truck up.
Yeah,
dude. No, Chris's haul was better.
Colbert kills it. Yeah.
Before
we end tonight,
I told him, I'm like, you got better books, man. I was like, I got more 9/8s, I guarantee you. But we aim at different parts of the spectrum. So
3 hours and 26 minutes in, you guys. Before we end tonight, I got a couple things I want to show. I'm always been a huge hockey fan, and I'm glad Remo is here too. He's a hockey fan also, and this showed up on my feed the other day. This is a game, old school game between the Flames and the Ducks. I want to say this is probably the early 2000s, late 90s, and this is what hockey used to be like. Let's watch this. This is crazy.
Right off the bat, something got under Craig Ruby's skin. He goes after Zsa Zsa Gabor.
That's Jaguar.
Okay, I'm sorry. Zsa Zsa Gabor. You know, so we got a bunch of Europeans trying to get in there. That ain't going to happen. Craig Ruby says, that's not going to happen here. Kevin Sawyer, all the way from the blue line.
Craig Berube is a coach now in the NHL. He coaches the
Vernon.
Blues.
You know, and he's ready for anybody. I'm taking all comers. Here's a great close-up. He came all the way from the blue line.
It's all
Jerome
one
McGinley
game.
doing a great job. That's Danny Lambert taking a little lunch. Right off the next face-off, we get a Donnybrook. And I think this is where Gray Bear got his 2-game
Yeah,
suspension.
baby.
Sends out
Donnybrook.
5 guys, 3 of them end up fighting. And here's Bob Mooner explaining why. Okay, this is why we're doing this. It's all your fault.
So this is why I love old school hockey. They police themselves. If the other team did something stupid, you were going to get punched in the face for it, man. And that's what he's telling this guy. He's like, we're doing this because you guys did something stupid.
What was he saying? Take you out for a soda, son?
That is
actually
Gaucher.
debatable.
Obviously,
Explain,
Rob.
it is your fault. That's all your fault.
Then who's this?
Well, this is heavyweight Rob Miemeyer.
Now, Lowry here is going to.
Oh, no, we got one more fight. Petrovic.
There's no left on the bench.
No, there's 3 left on the bench here.
3 players
Now, here's
left.
Nickel. And we get, of course, we're going to have a goaltender ejection.
On the bench.
Now we got 2 on the bench. Now, Lowry's going to get 2-minute penalty for a delay of game because they want their goal scorer, Craig Berube, back out there. Greg Gilbert saying stay out there. Berube going out to score a goal to tie it up. No, he's going to lay down another beating. Now there's 1 left on the bench. And, of course, we've got the 2 heavyweights. The 2 Russians getting at it to finish off the game. And here's Greg.
Right? Okay, so this is old school hockey. Now, I am a huge New York Rangers fan. And in 2012, I was at the probably height of my hockey fandom and Rangers fandom. And they went to the championship game that year against the Devils and they lost. And the Rangers and the Devils are hated rivals. And this was back in 2012 when they were hated rivals. They were 2 of the best teams in the league. And earlier in the season, they kept on getting chippy at games. So they decided they played each other in March of 2012 after a couple of crazy games before this. Watch how this game starts, okay? This is important. This is the start of the game.
They're talking. We're going to have action right off the start. And Tortorella is screaming and yelling. He's eyeballing the board right now. Just eyeballing the board. Here we go.
Everybody.
Yeah!
Let's get down, baby.
He's like, let's go.
I'm getting goosebumps. You don't see this in the NHL anymore, you guys. There are
you can't because you know you can't do it until the 3rd period.
Exactly. Right?
You already know.
And
they didn't give a fuck.
They didn't. They were. This is. These guys hate each other, man. Blood. This is the big first face-off. So this is 2012. Now, they've basically outlawed fighting in hockey. You very rarely see it compared to how much you used to see it back in the day.
So the
and
goons
it sucks.
are already on the rise.
Yeah, and it really sucks. Okay, I understand it. They would rather score goals than get hurt, or rather score goals than do this stuff. I get it. You know, I would rather see people like Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid than Marty McSorley. But still, I want to see
that exists. It exists now. Like in the junior rankings, the kids are more chippy than the adults.
Yeah, right.
Like they go at it, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've seen brawls. Like,
So today,
Yeah.
So today, the Rangers and the Devils played each other, ladies and gentlemen. And the Rangers have a kid on their team that is
That's what Nate's talking about. Okay.
an absolute stud, okay? Check this out. This is fucking crazy. This is tonight. Opening face-off. Devils Rangers. Let's have at it, baby. And this kid right here that we're watching, number 73, is the kid that is changing everything in hockey and fighting. He's a fucking stud, and he fights every game.
Yeah. How much is rookie cards, dude?
His rookie card's not out yet.
Hockey again? Or
Yeah.
fighting in hockey again?
Look at this. They're going at it, baby.
Dude, Bill Laimbeer was my favorite basketball player. Fucking watching Detroit fuck everybody up, and my aunt lived in Detroit, and she'd buy me Piston shit, and I would just wear it. And when they did that 30 for 30, and Isaiah Thomas said Al Davis sent him a box of gear, and he said, "We're gonna emulate somebody. We want them to be like the Oakland Raiders, right? Because it's hard to make Isaiah sound tough, dude. But like, I'm like, dude, it's all right. And I watched Bill and Beer just go fuck people up. So I go fuck people up, right? It was just
Hey,
I didn't know. I thought all you're doing is holding your ground and being who you are. You get 5 fouls. You know, you get your name on the board. If you only get 1 check mark, not 2, you don't get suspended. So it's okay to get 1 check mark, right? They give you fouls. You get to use them, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Dude, I was watching. I went to a kids hockey. I went to a middle school, like 13-year-old hockey game yesterday. Not hockey. We're just watching hockey, soccer, right? The same thing, but bigger field, and you kick a ball instead. And then so I'm watching, and I remember thinking, and these are kids at the school that I went to when we were 13. And like I'm not going to speak for everyone or Supreme Athletes. You know, we're not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to rag on these kids having a good time, dude. The game was fucking 12-1, and nobody was mad. Right?
Yeah,
and nobody
that's
was
not
mad.
cool.
There wasn't like that. I'm like, dude, you could not have. And I thought about like myself and my friends. By 13, I'd outgrown some people, and but again, these are they're the 8th graders in a middle school, 6th through 8th grade. That's the biggest. That's the oldest. They're the biggest kids, and like that's a sport that's out right now. You could have.
I just sent you, Brian. Check the video I just sent you.
All right, hold on.
And then then I was just like, dude, these kids aren't mad. Like they're not mad, and they're not tough. I don't know. That's all we had. I don't say it's you have to go be fucking Bill and Beer or Marty McSorley, but I'm just like, damn, like they don't mind losing. I hated losing.
This is kids. Oh my god, look at this. This is nuts. Hold on here.
Okay, now you're gonna prove me wrong, and I'm completely content with that. Please do.
Remo's got a nephew that's a real good hockey player. So I always talk to him about hockey. Check this out. Yeah. This will make each one of these kids a better person. There's something about getting punched in the nose.
Next year, you know what I mean?
Yep. There's something about getting punched in the nose that teaches you so much about life. People that never have been punched in the nose hard or been in a real fight, man, there's something that you learn from that, especially at a young age.
But a lot of these kids, though, like they stay on the same team. Like they have the same team like for years. So they'll just hate each other every tournament they go to and just be like going at it.
Yeah, dude. Same. Yeah, we had Little League where it was different cities or districts. So like all these,
they're just skating around looking for somebody to punch.
These motherfuckers again. Yeah, dude. You know which people you didn't like, dude.
When I was in Little League, my dad and my best friend's dad were the coaches, right? And we always had the same teams, for Little League. And one year, the whole team, at the end of a game, we got into a fight with another team, and there was like charging in the mound. And at the end of the game, we used to go out, and you would stand on each base path, and clap for the other team, type deal. And the whole team out there. We all turned around and dropped trow, man, and mooned the whole other team.
Yeah.
They kicked us out of the league for a week.
Oh, yeah.
It was hilarious.
Damn.
Those are the great stories, man, growing up and playing in those leagues. And it's sad that it's not the same. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the luxuries that we have these days, like that afford us some of these problems, that cause some of these issues, also afford us the ability to have great shows like this. So shout out to Remo coming and hanging out with us tonight. You got to have you come do it more often, man. Shoot me your email, brother, on IG so I can get you in the group chat. Shout out to Yee and Leg for being here. Shout out to Richie for being here. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, come hang out with us for an Industry of Comics special about cancel culture in the comic book industry with a very special guest, Ethan Van Sciver. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Adios.